Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the scruffy-looking nerve herders. Today is the live streaming Star Wars actual play run by Star Wars fans. For Star Wars fans, it's early in the morning. Today we are continuing our West End Games' Star Wars: The Role-Playing Game campaign with this session, Pressure Chamber. It's like a TV series. Each episode has its own name that's germane to what happens at some point throughout the episode. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, independent systems are precariously balanced between the growing empire and the fledgling rebellion. But in more remote areas of the galaxy, the corporate sector and criminal organizations still hold sway, starting rebellions of their own within the power structure of an individual system is infinitely easier than starting a war, and it often ends in their favor without outside influence. The politics of a galaxy at war is increasingly convoluted, but navigable by those with freedom and liberty to offer for a price. Last time on Star Wars: The Role-Playing Game. The heroes leave Amud and are contacted by Ursha on the way off-world, asking for aid in return for their informant about the contact that told the Zalsis Collective about the heroes being connected to the Rebel Alliance. But immediately, the Pikes arrive and hailed their ship, ready to board the Silver Socorro. The heroes are forced to flee and return to the asteroid base in the Umgal sector. When they discussed this with their Rebel contacts, suspicion was redirected back on them. The heroes left to deliver the Kowakian monkey lizard to the royal family on Jakk 4 when they are treated to a 5-star day and a deserved reprieve, until, again, the Pikes arrived and delivered an ultimatum. Let the Pikes have the contract on Jakk or else. The heroes ignored the threat, and as they are leaving, Trey decides to stay and to be trained by a former Jedi in the royal house, and the ISB is waiting for the heroes. They fight through the ISB, retaining Jack's alliance with the rebels, and they return to Amud to talk with Ursha about the leak. She tells them that the rebel contact Gersh for Cheese, and they are trying to contact Tiri about him. Meanwhile, Trey is seeing a dark side in his new master and reaches out to the group. They all decide to pick him up before heading back to the rebel base, only to have the ISB show up. They evade the starship and arrive back on Jakk, where the royal family denies knowing where Trey is, but if the heroes can quell a minor revolt against the royal family, they may be able to locate him. Trey defends himself against his master and runs away. Will the heroes ever reconnect with Trey? Are the royal Jeks still with the Alliance? Who started this minor rebellion on Jakk 4 and why? And what is the truth about Gersh? Welcome to the game, everyone.
Fucking
and go. So, Trey, you are currently running from the royal palace to the hangar bay. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, and everyone else, you are in the hangar bay waiting for your guide to take you into the city to try to meet up with the rebellion and quell it. Is that correct?
That was what we were telling them, yes.
Oh, that's what you were telling
Try to meet up with the rebellion at least.
Right. Okay, so I have your character here, Trey, but you're actually not here yet, just so you know.
Okay.
So don't get excited. All right, so you guys see a gentleman come through the doors. He's like, hello, I'm here to guide you into the city, if you'll please follow me.
Okay.
Okay.
Bloop, bloop. And he starts heading outside just as Trey's like running and just... Do you want to say
running
anything?
toward the hangar?
Yeah, so who yeah.
Trey runs
how
into the
far?
hangar.
Oh, I run into the hangar. So yeah, as I pop into the hangar, I'll be like, "Oh, good, you're here. We gotta go."
He's like, "That's exactly what we're doing, young master. We are heading into the city."
All right, well, hurry up.
Time
Come on,
to
let's
go.
get on the ship and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, Trey's just booking it for the ship at this point.
He's just like curious, like turns his head as you like run past. He's like, "Did I miss something? Are you guys on this page?"
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Bye.
I'm.
He's like, "I don't understand what's going on."
It's fine. We changed our plans.
So, Sanna, do you drop the drawbridge of lower the ramp of your ship?
What? I'm gonna go over and talk to Trey. Like, whoa. They told us they didn't know where you were. 2, we were here to try to help the royal family. What's going on?
Okay, so I don't think that Sister Gertoy is she's gone a little off the rails. Like we probably shouldn't stick around. Like we delivered the thing you guys are doing. Like we should probably just go. It's not a good idea to stay. And you see Trey like looking over his shoulder, like not wanting, and it seems like he's not wanting to say anything in
We
front
got a
of
rebellion to deal
whoever else is here.
Well, yeah, they asked us to help with the rebellion.
What rebellion? I don't know anything. I've been here for weeks. There's nothing.
This guard speaks up. Oh, that's not true at all. You haven't been privy to the information because you've been in what I believe is referred to as training, correct?
Yeah?
Well, while you are in training with Sister Gertoy, the rest of us have been dealing with this new-fledged rebellion against the royal house. It's been quite a pain, and your friends have been so kind as to offer assistance.
I forget. Why did we offer to help? Because they were going to tell us where Trey went?
That was the presumption, yeah.
Oh, well, we
So-
found them.
So the
I guess...
other side of it is you guys wanted, originally, your goal was to get the royal family in with the Rebel Alliance. If there's some sort of rebel insurgency on the planet, you're not going to be able to guarantee that.
So I have a question. Was Trey has been running to the hangar? Like, do I still have people running after me? Were they pursuing me? Did they stop at any point?
You haven't seen anyone go after you, like running after you, like at all. Like you were in the training room, you passed the guard, and immediately he like yelled for you to stop. I honestly can't remember the very end of that last session.
I think she Sister Gertrude yelled something at me that I wasn't gonna make it or whatever, something along those lines.
The day.
A veiled threat of some kind, and then he just booked it. So like I think at this point Trey grabs Melkor and kind of pulls him aside. He's like, "Look, I thought Sister Gertrude was like me, that she was from the order, that she could train me to do stuff, and she did, but I think she's kind of lost her way. Like she's not on the path anymore. And I left because she told me that you guys abandoned me, that you didn't love me, you weren't my friends, that
you didn't love me.
all these things, and
so move your
and
token to where you pulled Melkor aside.
I think it would have just been, where's Melkor's token? I think I would have been about, just kind of over here around the corner and just been like,
well, okay,
so
I had
doors
moved
open
up to talk to you.
look, she's not, she's, I just don't think it's safe for us to stay here. I haven't heard anything about a rebellion or problems or anything else. Like, I mean, I've been in training a lot, but I don't, if there's something going on, I haven't heard anything about it. But like, I don't know if it's safe for me to stay here anymore, but if maybe it is, I don't know. Like maybe I'm making a whole thing out of this and it's not there. I don't know.
Look, man, if she's coming after you, we need to get the hell out of here. I'm not willing to risk it.
As you guys are talking, the doors open. You see the main security force commander, Jans Gantrin, along with Brother Loomis and Sister Gertoy with two of their droids come in. Jans Gantrin is talking to the supervisor that just came in. He's like, "Why haven't you all left yet?" He's like, "They're talking in huddled masses. I'm not entirely sure what's going on." And he sort of steps over. "Excuse me, aren't you supposed to have left by now? There's a rebel cell that you're supposed to be taking care of, I believe." "Oh, you found Trey. Wonderful. We really should be going if we're going to deal with this."
Trey just kind of looks at everybody else. He's like,
Yeah, so I have questions. Didn't you guys tell us Trey wasn't here anymore?
I told you that I didn't know where he was. Sister Gertoy
I could have
steps
swore
out.
you told us that he wasn't here, period.
Well, he's not here in the hangar until now. We were training, you see. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta do her right voice. He was in training with me. I didn't allow the rest of the household to know where he was, because, quite frankly, training is supposed to be intimate and secret. It's not supposed to be prying eyes, or else everyone would be trying to be a Jedi, you see. No, Trey succeeded in the mission that I set about him. I tried to get him to turn against all of you, and he refused, and he ran away. It's just fortunate that you arrived in time to deal with this rebel uprising.
Mm-hmm.
The guard sort of like looks at her. He's like, look, I don't know about any of that, but we do have a serious situation that you did say you would help with, and if you are expecting us to go along with the Rebel Alliance, isn't that part of the gig?
I suppose.
Like
We'll
Trey
help
looks
you,
Gets a
but
blast.
Trey's gonna stick with us.
She looks over at Trey. She's like, is this true, Trey? Do you not want to learn the ways of the Jedi?
I think that if there's some rebel problem, these guys probably could use my help. So let's deal with that first.
Interesting.
How diplomatic.
Seems to me a Jedi should want to learn the ways before he tries to employ them. You're not ready to use any of your Jedi abilities yet, young man. You're barely able to defend yourself against my failed attempt at attacking you with my lightsaber, which I suspect you will pay for a new one, a replacement.
Sure. Does Trey know how much like a lightsaber costs? Like,
I mean, just materials are pretty common. It's the crystal of finding it that's going to be really difficult. And if you look on the black market, it's going to be insane.
But also, a Jedi has to find their own crystal.
You don't know anything about that.
I was gonna say. I don't know.
You can't use
Sanna
outside
doesn't know anything
information.
about that. But like, if Trey has his own lightsaber, that means he probably went to go find his own kyber crystal.
Let Trey do his own talking. This metagame is killing me.
I think Trey just kind of, he's at this point he's very confused. He's like, maybe he did make some situation in his head that didn't exist. He's not sure at this point, and so he's just like, yeah, no, well, I can do that, but I can't do it here. There's no crystals, no kyber crystals on Jek, are there?
It's like, first things first, you must learn the way to control the sense of the Force. And you have barely even tapped into that. We have so much more training to do. If you choose to walk away now, do not expect me to assist you in the future. I need a student who is devoted to learning.
And Trey, like, you see him kind of pondering this for a minute. He's like, well, maybe I'm not the right student then. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
You truly have wasted my time. And she walks away.
Oh, man. That's so disappointing.
Trey's going to be...
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Yeah. I thought we were going to have to throw hands.
I'll fucking fist fight an old lady. I don't care.
So brave.
It's not the first time Melkor's fist fought an old lady.
Hell no.
There's that
is
part.
like, whatever that was, are we going to continue with the rebellion, or how is this going to work? Are you abandoning us to a fate that you very likely created?
Nah, let's go
Lead
blast
on.
some motherfuckers. Let's do this.
Let's go learn what there is to learn.
Yeah.
So they lead you over to some air speeders, and only the guard supervisor is taking you in, like driving and sort of taking you to the primary city outside of the royal base, and just sort of stops. He's like, well, I believe you're going to have to get in there and do your own reconnaissance and find out what's going on and see if you can sort of stop it. If they see me bring you in, they're going to know you're working for us, and you're probably not going to get the sort of response you're looking for. So you may want to get out here and just sort of go on your own.
Okay, hold on. Let's
Is there
let's
anything
get
you...
some info. Like, what? Don't just send us in there blind. What are we like? What do you know?
Well, I know that there's been insurgency that's been doing strike runs at our supply transports that have been entering and leaving atmosphere. They've been openly dissident against the royal house, trying to drum up more support throughout the planet to overthrow the royals. We know that they have off-world support because of the arms. They are all black market. And quite frankly, we don't know who's supplying them.
My money's on the pikes.
Yeah. Okay.
Has Trey seen the Pikes or anyone since this, or has he just been
You've been
secluded from
isolated,
everything? Okay.
Yeah, in training.
Okay.
She's been like climbing your backpack, telling you to run, jump.
Yeah, making me do flips and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the drill. Okay.
You have been completely isolated, and the first time that she sort of twisted things on you, you immediately like ran away. So, as you know, from like an instructional perspective, it is entirely likely that she is tapping into the dark side. But
Okay.
it's also entirely likely that she was testing you, and at your first opposition, your first challenge, you ran away. So you should clearly have second-guess doubts about your choice and what actually happened.
I think Trey already does. He was so young coming into, like, when he was on his very first assignment when he, at the end of the Clone Wars, when everything went sideways, and so he was still like basically a youngling, and so yeah, and it's been years since he's trained with anyone, so yeah, he's very lost in this moment, like not sure. He's like, was that a test? Was it not a test? Was it a bad thing? So yeah, so he's a little all over the place right now.
Right.
But
at least he knows that we still love him.
Yeah, Melkor would see that he's pretty distracted.
Okay.
All right. You're just gonna make us walk.
Yeah,
he's like, I can't drive you into the town, then they'll know that you're working with us. I mean, you have to
another car. Like how what are we gonna tell them? We came. Oh, guys, we came on the only road from the palace.
I mean, you could have been coming from
off-world in town.
Well, there's a spaceport in town, and there's a couple spaceports a couple clicks away. I mean, there's a number of different places. The truth is that we're unaware of exactly who is operating this, and so we need it to stop. We don't want to be shown as going against our own citizens. You know, they have a right to assemble. We just don't want them stopping our supply depot transports, and we certainly don't want them harming any other innocents, including the royal house themselves. If this destabilizes this planet, which it has begun to do, then there's no telling who the planet is going to go over to, whether it's the Empire operating, whether it's a criminal organization, or maybe Corsac trying to stretch their legs.
Us.
Or you?
Yes, I think I will take it.
You're what?
What? I didn't say anything.
He's drunk. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's 7:30 in the morning.
I'm all hopped up on sugar.
Yep.
I hit the Cinnabon on the way.
Oh boy.
Thanks for getting us.
Space Cinnabon.
This
I did say Cinnabon.
All right, so
Perfect.
So basically,
Hey.
it is a very early morning right now. You're seeing the clouds are just sort of very wispy and sparse. The sun is barely coming over some mountain ranges off in the distance. You're sort of at the top of the hill looking down. Birds are sort of flittering around. In the far distance, you see the ocean extending out beyond. And this little Star Wars city just nestled down below you. It looks like there's a hive of activity down there, but again, you are pretty far away at this point. It would, it'd take you like 5-10 minutes to walk into town.
That's
Again.
Yes. We'll hoof it.
Is there only one road from the town
No.
up to the
No,
palace?
We're not on that
like
stupid rebels planet. Where there's a straight highway for no reason out in the middle of nowhere.
Right, yeah.
We're not there.
Yeah, so I think Trey
Outlaw.
will start walking in.
Lothar?
Yeah.
Lothal,
Lothal.
the kitties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there,
All right.
it looks like a nice country village road until you see the city, and then it's all, just like metal and stuff like that.
All right.
Perfect. All
Stamina
right.
checks. Let's do this then, I guess.
Stamina checks. I think you guys can walk 5-10 minutes.
I don't
It's
know.
early morning. There's a nice breeze.
Just barely I can do it.
You're getting a nice smell of that sort of
Complaining the whole
earthiness.
time, though.
and flowers and a little bit of that sort of that oily coating that you get on like steel products and stuff, wafting in the wind. A little bit of the salt from the seas hitting you. It's actually a really nice moment, you know, and sort of
I
like,
was gonna say you're making this sound wonderful. I don't want to leave.
and you guys can all do it. You're healthy enough with your rolls.
Perfect.
We're all just barely making it.
Yeah.
Are we kind of isolated from everyone else for a minute here?
Yeah, the guy, as soon as you guys got out, he's like, best of luck, and please use this comm channel to contact us when you have information. And he sort of turns the airspeed around and leaves.
All right.
All right, good.
I think after a couple of minutes of walking, when Trey's like comfortable that he's gone and they're alone, he's like, look, I just want to tell you guys thanks for coming back. Like, I don't know, something wasn't right about that lady, and I don't know. She told me that you guys like abandoned me here and weren't my friends, and like it means a lot. You came back to me. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw her. I was getting a weird vibe off her anyways.
Weren't you trying to screw her before? No, that was the other.
That was the older one. I only like really old grandmas.
Yeah, man. I would
Jerry file.
So
like I need at least 50 years difference between us. Otherwise, it's just
One way or
it's
the
not
other.
work for me.
Oh, no.
No. Let me clarify.
Smelling of
They need to be 50 years older than me.
I think going through this, like, you know, Trey will put his lightsaber, like he'll disconnect it and like hide it like he normally does, but he's just kind of walking with everybody else and just kind of somber, not wanting to take the lead.
I'm kind of curious where he hides it.
You-
Pocket.
like, no, I
There's
I
space
kind
pockets.
of imagine it. Yeah, space. No, I kind of imagine it like Kanan Jarrus, like where it like kind of breaks in half and it, you know, just looks like two things hanging off of his belt.
Constantly has to
What?
find the crystal because it drops out for some reason. Damn it, I lost it again.
That's what he
Taped
puts
in there, but it's a
he,
really
like, he
old
like
piece
takes
of
it
tape.
apart and then like takes the crystal and he like stubs it in the pocket.
Just to reach you the bubble gum just to get it to sit again.
Yeah.
Super stale bubble gum. Hold it in
Yep.
place. So as you guys are walking toward the city, can I get some perception checks? Is it perception in this? Sorry.
Yep.
guys.
Search?
No, this
No,
is just a
perception.
passive thing.
Oh.
See what you notice.
Man, I don't notice anything.
Nothing. I noticed nothing.
Oh, maybe.
10.
Kyle's the only one paying attention.
Surprisingly.
Is that everyone?
Yeah.
8, 7, 5, 11.
So normally one would expect to see normal villagers going about their day-to-day business and stuff. In this particular case, you actually don't see any of that at all. You do notice that there are groups of people walking around, like in like almost formations, and they're sort of, you know, just patrolling the area at random intervals. And it's not the same group that you see pass by every once in a while. So you know that there's more than one of these sort of perimeter guard groups. It does not seem to be the activity of a normal bustling
Are any of
town.
these groups like, are they wearing uniforms?
You
or are they
don't
just
notice.
like, I don't notice anything. Never mind.
No,
Trey doesn't know.
you don't.
Kyle, ask questions.
Hmm.
He's all, nice day, right, guys?
No, I'm just.
You get a tiny little chime on your
Quaint little
comm,
town.
Sanna.
What?
A chime on your comms. And immediately you get, I'm sorry, did you pick it up?
Yes.
As soon as you pick it up, your droid on your ship is like freaking out as it's just like this long, like a little too fast for you to follow,
Whoa.
but freaking out.
16. Calm down. Tell me what's going on, buddy. What's happening?
So apparently there's someone's breaking into your ship at this very moment. Like it's seeing sparks flying on the edges of the ramp itself.
Sweet.
I'm tired of these royals.
right?
You're making
right.
assumptions here. Maybe they just want to
Do
give
your
you some
best.
throw pillows.
And then there's Trey and Melkor, and Trey's like,
Do your best to lock the ship down as best as you can, and then stay hidden, stay out of sight, but keep me updated.
Take whatever throw pillows they give you.
Don't
Take all
put
the
yourself in
pillows.
any danger, though. Don't let them catch you.
Do ET. Just hide in my collection of dolls.
Yes.
Don't
Exactly.
take any
Just hide in all
candy
the
from
Star Wars
strangers.
Yeah.
It beeps
That
to
collection
the
of Funkos, go hide up by the Funkos.
Okay. Throws
No, like
one
I
out,
have-
climbs in the box.
Right. It's a smuggling ship. I got places he can hide.
Yeah, no problem. It beeps the affirmative. None of you speak droid, do you? Like to overhear that?
I don't think I've picked my language.
I have a very minor understanding of it, just from being
You
in
understand
the Empire
no
for so
means no.
long. I understand
took,
no
like-
is a challenge.
You took, a class in high school, but that's about it.
How do we know what languages we have?
It really comes down to role playing. What would actually be relevant? Have you owned a droid before? Like, do you currently own a droid? Then you probably know a means of communicating with it. It's not like D&D where you have to like spell it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Trey knows enough of droid to be like, that's a happy beep, that's an angry beep, that's a sad beep.
Yeah, emotive.
Like he gets gists is about it. Yeah.
With a 15 Sirix, you can get the gist of what that droid was trying to say.
Okay. Right, it's
All
playing.
right. Well,
And acknowledge
That's a thing.
that's two said a thing.
Sanna, what was
Jeez.
that about? Was that was your little dude, right? What did he say?
yeah. We're not going to worry about it right now. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Let's just stay focused on what we got to do right now. BD16's got this.
Can I follow? Can I figure out where this rebel, where they're reporting back to?
Once you guys get to the city, if you want to try to do that, but from out here, no, there's no real way.
All right.
Are any of these patrols stopping us?
No, not yet. You guys haven't actually got to the city. That's why I want a perception check, because you're still a bit far away to see whether he's noticing, what's going on in the city or not. So you guys, no one's talked about anything. So are you guys okay continuing into the city?
So what's our game plan, guys?
I think we should figure out how to get and talk to the cell leader. Convince him.
Yeah, we can't just walk in and be like, "Hey guys, I heard there's a rebel. I heard you guys want to overthrow the royals. Who do I talk to?"
I mean,
got
we
a good
could.
negotiation.
And then
You know-
if people are like, "Oh, that's a weird thing to say," you go, I'm just kidding."
We should
Bye.
go. We should go find a cantina. Like all the shady people hang out there. That's where I met Melkor.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Like that's probably Trey's entire perception of what happens at cantinas too. Is it's very much a New Hope where it's like it's just a hive of scum and villain. He's like, yeah, that's why we go to the cantina, just because that's where all the weird people hang out.
That's all the fun.
They
It
know
tracks.
stuff.
Correct. That tracks. Yeah, that's accurate.
And I want breakfast.
So are you guys entering the city?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Right.
Breakfast sounds delightful.
You're all right up here.
Bantha Hawks.
Gotta do some zooming.
As you guys walk into the city, you see this group of 3 individuals approaching. 2 of them seem to be human. The other one seems to be not so human, wearing some sort of helmet. The humans stop up. Where are you coming from? You can see they're heavily armored with blaster rifles.
I mean, a spaceport, obviously. Just here
Which
to visit.
spaceport is that? Our city spaceport is back this way. You
Yeah,
don't
man,
look
we've
like
been
you're from
wandering around.
here. Your style speaks to lack of.
Excuse me. My mom picked this outfit herself.
She said he was her handsome little man.
One of them turns to the other and starts laughing. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good. He's like, stop it. Look, We need to know where you're coming from.
We're trying to.
I just want to get some breakfast, man.
We just landed from off planet. Like we're just looking for food.
Our ship broke down. That's why we're not in a spaceport.
How'd you get here? You just walked from wherever your ship broke down? Did you crash because we didn't see anything on radar?
Can't you see the sweat running down my face?
You look like you've
Obviously,
walked 5-10 minutes.
Hey, you know what? I'm not in the prime that I used
Already
to be.
breathing heavy, just. You're like, if you start any trouble, we will finish it for you. Keep your heads down. Keep your mouth shut. This is not
You're just starting any trouble.
a peaceful city anymore. And they sort of walk past you.
Wait, what do you mean it's not peaceful anymore? Like Trey just kind of calls them as they walk off, like assuming that they're not actually going to answer, but
They stop and sort of turn back around. Where have you been? If you've been like locked down in the city, surely you've seen the conflict. There has to be some sort of HoloNet news off-world about this, right?
Not
Oh
them.
man, we haven't seen
No?
anything.
Son of a bitch.
Like last time we were here, everything was cool.
It must have been over a month ago, right? Because shit's been hitting the fan since then.
Yeah, that
yeah,
sounds
it
about
was a
right.
while ago. We went to that mud place. It was pretty cool.
The-
That's why we came back.
Oh.
We wanted like this is a good vacation place.
Well, it's not going to be for long. If you can get your ship fixed and get the hell out of here, you're probably best off. We're about to go assault the capital here in a little while.
What?
That's why we've come. We've come to lend support.
Oh, really? I
Yes.
thought you crash landed here.
And
Well,
didn't know
we're trying
about
to
it.
be- We were doing our best at being clandestine, but might as well just cut to the chase here.
And who exactly are you working on behalf of?
The people.
The people?
Yep.
You're not from this planet.
No, but I'm with an organization that
We're
It's
from
all
this
about-
galaxy.
generating support for the people and overthrowing tyranny.
Can I get a? What would that be?
Bureaucracy.
Or diplomacy. Bureaucracy.
Let's do a diplomacy.
Where's diplomacy?
Wait, is there diplomacy?
No, I think it's bureaucracy is the only
Yeah,
one.
it's just bureaucracy.
All right, let's do that.
Who's good? Who's got a good bureaucracy?
15.
13. I'm 15. Spinning some good BS here.
Hell yeah, we are blowing
So-
all the smoke up their ass.
Sanna's just
One
gonna stay
person has to
silent.
do it
This
at a
is
time
definitely
because-
not her.
You guys cannot
expertise.
just roll and whoever has the highest say that they did it. You have to be
Okay.
a little, role playing and specific about this. So,
I could go with
Sir
Kyle.
Nunya, you
He's
were the one speaking to him, which is why I was asking you to roll. So your role is the one that's relevant here.
Okay.
And what were you saying?
That we're here to lend support. That we're from the rebellion, Rebel Alliance, and we've heard that this.
You're from
we
the Rebel
helped
Alliance? You need to learn to stick your nose where it belongs, and that's not in our business on Jack 4. We heard the Royals had accepted some sort of a paid position in the Rebel Alliance, and they're going to be sitting fat and rich while we all are squalor. We are all suffering under their boot as they just press us down to the ground through taxes, through commitments in basically slave labor conditions. You're part of the problem. If you don't leave now, we're going to make you leave. This is your only
We're
chance.
here to help.
Trey turns to Melkor. He's like, "Wait, we get paid? I thought this was volunteer, man. We haven't got paid either."
Yeah, I don't.
They clearly seem as agitated, and this is one of those moments where
We didn't know
they're like ready to.
anything about
deal
the
with it.
Royals going into this, and the more we learn, the more we're realizing they're part of the reason we're fighting back.
We're here to end their reign.
Dayna, give me a knowledge, or Sanna, give me a knowledge check. Trying to convince them of your honesty. I guess you can use bureaucracy if that's better.
Just a knowledge is not good. So
They're like, yeah, join the club. We all realize the Royals suck. But you're part of the Rebel Alliance, according to your friend here, and you're not welcome in this city.
And
See
we're
the
just here
guy
to
in the
help.
back pull out his
I guess
comm
my
link
turn.
and go, speaking alien language. They're like, you don't have much time.
Hey guys, look, I'm gonna be real with you. These guys suck. We know they're turds. We knew they were turds. That's why we left the first time. We are here under the guise to help them, but really we're here to figure out what the hell's going on and take care of the problem, whatever it is. They want us to find the rebellion that's here. They want us to squash it. I want to know what the hell's going on, and I want to get shit right. So we're not working for them. We're working for the people. Like anything we can do, you let us know.
All right, give me a bargain roll.
Bargain. The hell is that?
Under perception.
Oh, right there at the very top. Okay. 14.
I got to be honest with you. I don't believe a word you're saying, but I'll take you to our commander and see what he has to say. If he doesn't like what you're saying, you won't ever leave this city again. Are you okay with taking that chance?
Yeah, man, that's understandable. That's fair. I would be put off if you did believe me.
Then why don't I just shoot you now?
Because I'm too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
If
I'm
I don't,
saying,
if I can't
just
believe anything
don't
you're saying, that tells
blindly
me you're
believe
lying.
man. Let us prove ourselves. Shit.
We're the lovable heroes of the story. That's why you shouldn't.
You bring up a very good point. Very well then. Please follow us. So the one that's been talking to you sort of goes in the lead, and the other two form up right behind you. So do you want to put yourself in whatever marching order?
I think Trey's like walking next to Melkor, going like, "How come every place we go, everyone's like, if you do this, we're gonna kill you? Like, I am so tired of this shit."
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just kind of par for the course. Like, you get used to it over time.
Are we in a
Like,
straight line?
Well, I mean, Trey was saying he was next to me, so.
Walk like the Tuscans so they don't know our numbers.
I mean,
Nice. All right, so they lead you, assuming you're not going to deviate or anything. They wind you around the city. I know this is a small map, so just bear with me. And he sort of steps here. He's like, wait here. I'll go get him and see if he wants to meet with you. Goes inside, and he's in there for a minute. Right now you can see that there's another squad marching up to your south. Where is everyone else? And you can hear movement and activity all throughout this whole city area. He comes back out. He's like, looks like it's your lucky day. And he will meet with you.
Sweet.
All right.
So I don't have an interior for this. So we're just going to pretend that this... Oh, I can't. Gotta get the right one. We're going to pretend that this is inside, not on top of the roof. So these guys come up here. Oh. And they're standing behind you guys. As you guys are standing in front, you have a gentleman here. He's like, so you left your crashed starship in order to come join our resistance against the Royals of Jack? Is this accurate?
Well, mostly.
Put your cards on the table, gentlemen. Lady, I don't have time. I'm running a
All right.
war here.
So
Go ahead.
originally we did come. We were looking to try to get this planet over to the side of the rebellion. And after dealing with the Royals, we know they're no good. We would rather support the people and help you guys overthrow the Royals and see what kind of alliance we can make with you.
Against the Empire.
Yes, against the Empire and the Royals. Because that's what the Emperor.
The Empire isn't on this planet yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
the Empire will be soon enough. They corrupt
Not necessarily
everything they
true.
touch.
The Empire has been here.
I was going to say, the Empire's been here all along. You guys just probably don't realize it.
Do you have any evidence?
I mean, other than having to blast a bunch of them, not really.
I can't take your word for evidence.
I don't expect you to.
Look, here's what I understand. I understand that we have a number of different factions trying to gain control of our sovereign planet, and the royals are willing to throw us all under the bus in order to make a deal with someone to benefit them. Meanwhile, all of us are completely fucked. Now, we are trying to stop that with a little bit of off-world help. You are a part of the Rebel Alliance, admittedly, and you're the ones that the royals sided with. So, I think
look,
you need to give me some offer that I can't refuse, or you need to leave my city.
Or offer you the support of the Alliance.
we told you that we're here for the people. When we were here last month negotiating with the royals, we were here, the Empire showed up, the Pikes were here. So yeah, we know that the royals are in it for themselves. We're not here to make an alliance with the royals. We're here to make an alliance with Jack. Whatever the best version of that is, and I don't think that's with the royals.
Unless we overthrow the royals, we won't be able to control the fate of this planet. Are you saying that you're going to rise up and help us overthrow the house?
That's why we're here.
Let's step on them turds.
What part of Rebel Alliance was not clear in that statement?
The part where you bargained and allied yourself with the people stepping on our necks.
We thought
We aligned ourselves with the people that we thought were the best in charge of this planet. The more we're coming to know them, the more we're realizing they're not the greatest people for this planet. We were unaware of the atrocities that were happening elsewhere. Now that we've learned about them, we want to do better, and we want to help you guys.
He stands up, opens the little box on his table, pulls out a cigar, clips it, lights it up, turns his back to you. If what you say is true, well, then perhaps you could bring us the head of one of the royals, and we would be able to believe what you say. But as far as I'm concerned, he turns back around, as far as I'm concerned, you're all working with the royal house to infiltrate my organization and stop it from within.
So you have all these people in this whole city ready to go fight the royals, and instead of allowing us to help you, you want the four of us by ourselves to go to the palace and bring you someone's head.
You asked what you could do to prove yourselves, and this is it. I can't believe you unless you prove that you are not with them. And a great way of doing that is to remove their dirty, inbred, highfalutin faces from their dirty, rotten, ass-stinking bodies.
Okay, so let's clarify. Now you're saying face. Do you want us to remove a face or a head?
He turns and looks at you, and then just looks back at the rest of you.
All right, let's huddle up together.
He's been drinking, I'm sorry. Whether or not Trey has actually seen him drink, that's the go-to answer. He's like, I'm sorry, he's drunk.
Nice.
He's either drunk or not drunk enough. It's hard to tell sometimes.
There's a fine balance there.
Also, Imperial officers are not really known for what's going on upstairs.
Mm.
So I'm a little curious about where you guys' loyalties are lying here. Because I don't know whether you're telling them the truth or whether you're just trying to be duplicitous and whatever. I'm just sort of playing the characters, the NPCs for what they're playing. But you guys have information and you have leverage. I mean, you've been inside the royal palace. You know the layout. They're expecting your call.
That is
you can
true.
lead ambushes. I mean, you guys have ability to do, provide proof without taking someone's head off if that's a direction you want to go
That's
in.
a good point. All right, yeah. I'll bring that up with the guy. Be like, look, man, here's an alternative to us clearly just going in there and killing ourselves. Because there's no way in hell we're going to walk in there willy-nilly, chop off someone's head, get the fuck out of there, and be able to come back here at all. That's
Especially
not
with all
gonna
the
happen.
assassin droids that are in there.
Yeah, man. They're going to decimate us. But what
Those
we
old
can
models, I'd be surprised if they even worked anymore.
do,
Oh, they
they
do.
work,
They
man.
work.
They work. We've seen them in action. Here's the thing. We've been in there numerous times. Here's an alternative. Why don't we help you break in? Like, we've got a much better chance of not dying if there's a group of us versus just 4 of us.
I clearly want to believe you because this would be an amazing opportunity. I just don't know if I can.
Well, that's the thing about rebellion. You can't trust anyone. You got to do what you got to do to get the job done.
I may have to talk with my partners in this endeavor
Well,
before we move forward.
here's what I'll tell you. You guys come with us. We will lead. You just follow because we know all the shortcuts into the palace. We know all the entrances they don't watch. We'll be there. So if we're full of shit, we're gonna go down first. That's the
You do
best.
know this sounds like an ambush to me.
This is a fucking ambush. Let's fucking ambush them.
No, it sounds like you're ambushing me.
Oh, I'm not ambushing you.
Here's a hollow pad. He slides it across the counter. I want you to draw up the layout as accurately as you can of their royal palace, as thoroughly as you possibly can, and on the directions that you took to get here. Everything you know about the royals, their hangar, where they have their assassin droids, how many guards you've seen, where their commanders operate out of. I need all the information you can provide. And if you give me all that and any of it checks out, I'll take that to my superior or my partner, and we'll see if we can do this. But I am going to need your names.
That's fair.
Sirix, we're gonna start drawing.
It's nice to meet
Sanna.
you, Sirix. Sanna, it's a pleasure.
Help.
Melkor.
Melkor,
I'm Trey.
Trey. Well,
Trey, you've
Thank
been
you.
in there the longest, so
I will leave
You
you to
probably-
this. My guards will stay here to make sure you don't get into anything, and I will go talk with my partners. He sort of leaves.
Damn, I was hoping they were gonna watch. I wanted to steal one of those cigars.
I mean, you just reach over on the table.
I'm gonna do it while
yeah,
making just constant eye contact with the closest guard, and I'm gonna do it as slow as possible.
Is Trey would he be able to draw any of this out? Was he able to see more?
You've been there for a
of just
month.
an-
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you
Yeah.
know the palace
So
inside.
yeah,
and out.
so Trey will start drawing, quickly and be like, this is here and this is there. He'll give him all as much information as he can about what he's seen, how many of who's what where. Like he'll if this is the way that the party is going, then Trey's on board and he's just gonna kind of lore dump on him and give him everything he can.
Okay. That works.
and while they're doing that, I'm gonna ask the guards. That's some pretty heavy equipment you guys got there. How are you getting that?
It's brought in off world.
Crazy. Not too many people can bring that stuff in. Who's supplying you guys? You seem pretty well out.
We're equipped by our partners.
Who are your partners so we're not getting into bed with another?
If our commander deems it necessary that you know, then he'll tell you. But
Okay.
it's not my place to say.
Blink twice if it's the Pikes.
Was that
Not
two
gonna
blinks?
blink now. I get it.
He's not responding.
Do you just have something in your eye, or
Trey pulls out 5 credits and he's like, I got 5 on the Pikes. He sits there and draws. Like, I got 5 credits on the Pikes.
Hopefully it's not the Pikes, because they're just as bad as the Empires and the Royals.
Yeah,
Mm.
Trey will he'll look to Melkor when he asks this question, but it's loud enough that anyone could hear and respond to it. And he says, so if we get rid of the Royals, like, who's going to be in charge of this place? As he's drawing out stuff, like it's just him asking a question.
The people.
It's like a free for all.
That's
Maybe it's going to be the purge. Just going to be pure anarchy.
If our
Okay.
next session is called the Purge, we'll know. Perfect. Yeah, Trey will give them everything he can
All right.
to try to make this work.
And have you guys been honest with all the information?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey has been.
So the commander comes back in. Oh, geez, I can't grab him. I'm on the wrong layer. Takes the data pad, looks over it. Interesting. If this is real, this could really help us out a lot.
It's real.
He's like, I was going to offer you a cigar, but it looks like you already have one. Anyone else?
Do you have any blue milk? Any breakfast?
There's a cantina on the other side of town. Look, I'm going to have to bring this data over to my partners, and we'll see about whether or not it checks out. And if it does, I'm putting a detail on you to follow you around. I'll have them bring you back.
Who's
Sounds good.
So we can get blue.
Who's this
So
partner?
we're good.
I'd like to know who else we're working with.
I don't see as you're in a position to ask that. You came
Okay.
here seeking help,
Well,
Can't help
asking
but
me to give
if
trust
you're
in
working
you.
with an organization like the Pikes, they're just as bad as the Royals and the Empire.
Really?
This is-
They're not a terrorist organization like the Rebel Alliance, so how bad
No,
can they
they're-
be?
Well,
Terrorist is
for
kind of a strong
starters, they enslave people to run spice for them.
If it means that we have control over our own planet, then I would partner with the Empire.
Yeah, none of those are.
Are you going to have control over your own planet, though?
We are, because we're going to kill anyone who disagrees.
I'm just
Makes
saying,
sense to me.
there's
Do you guys-
organizations that are worse than your Royals, and if you're in bed with one of them, you're in for a world of surprises when
You're
this
going to get
ends.
digits somewhere.
So
it's
now
not
I'm
supposed to go.
I'm curious because it seems to me that you're telling me that our rebellion is worse off if we get rid of the Royals, because you're saying anyone but the Royals. Whose side are
I'm
you
just
on?
saying,
That's not what we're
there
saying.
are certain organizations that if you've thrown your hat in with them, you're not going to be as free as you think you'll be.
And the Empire is not above just like doing some orbital bombardment, and then you can be free until the bombs go off.
I'm sure
Then you're
that,
free of
that
your
news
body.
would get out through the HoloNet, and the entire galaxy would rise up against the Empire in that case.
Problem is,
Nobody's
that's
heard
not the
anything
case.
about this.
They hide everything.
You can't hide information like orbital bombardment.
You
They-
want to bet?
Yeah, you can.
They own the HoloNet.
You guys sound like
They can-
conspiratorial nut jobs.
Okay.
I'll
Look, man, just
review this
because
information.
Mothman is the center point of all of this doesn't mean we're conspiracy theorists.
I'll review this information. You feel free to go get your breakfast. I'll have my detachment with you.
As soon as he says that, Trey's out the door.
Food.
Hell yeah.
Go
Right.
get something to eat.
So there's a cantina on the other side of town you guys can go to. We don't need to have you walk there or anything. So what are you guys thinking?
Thinking that kind of went well. Hopefully we
Just
actually
jump
get in
from-
with these guys.
Frying pan into the fire. Realigning ourselves now with
This is your choice that you're realigning yourselves.
I just want to know how come every place we go, everybody tries to kill us like constantly. This is ridiculous.
You walked into a war zone. What do
They
you
call
mean?
it Star Wars, not Star Beef.
Like this
Nah.
is an active rebel against the royal house that you guys aligned yourself with.
No, that's like Trey in character. Like he's like, why is every place we go, everyone is just trying to kill us? Like we just wanted to meet a guy, and then the Empire's on our ass.
You get
And,
used to it
just
eventually.
super
man.
popular.
I was never this popular before we met. Well, Sanna, I guess. I was kind of more popular once I met Melkor, but that's just because he's got a big mouth. but that's a different problem. And at least those fights were like contained within one tiny cantina, and it wasn't a big deal. Now we're fighting everybody on every planet we go to.
Just think of it as one big cantina.
Keep your blasters.
Yeah, to be fair, you've only been to 2 planets so far. I mean,
Well,
And an asteroid.
as
And
players,
an
sure,
asteroid.
but like our characters have been other places.
yeah.
Hey, did you guys ever how's Tyree and Gersh? Like, did they give us more supplies? Everything good there?
Ooh, man. That's a whole can of worms.
Oh yeah.
Gersh is a
Yeah,
traitor.
that's the thing we're gonna have to deal with after we deal with this.
I'm glad to go deal with him after this. Never trusted that guy anyways.
Yeah, damn French.
Smells
Did
like
you guys-
pastrami.
I spent a month training. What did you guys do?
Found out who the rebel, the defector was.
We kept telling people that we were rebels.
Wait,
Rebel.
somebody's been telling people that we're. I mean, Sirix is over here telling these guys we're rebels. Like, is someone else selling it out?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you're not secret at all. Rebel ID card? Rebel ID card? Thank you. The Wayne's World backstage passes.
Hell yeah.
Just like a name tag.
Multi-pass.
Secret Rebel Alliance membership.
Decoder ring?
Yep. So, okay. So we're gonna leave this fight to go to another fight to go to another fight.
Yeah,
to go-
I mean, work
Like,
out,
he's just
work out you
spiraling.
guys' rationale and justifications for what you guys are doing, because I'm curious, personally.
Well, I don't
At
trust
this
The
point,
way they
Trey's
treated
following
my
him.
homie, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to take him out.
Well, what do you mean by that? Because they fed him, they gave him a nice place to stay, they never hurt him.
They lied to him and they lied to us.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
keep my
Suspect.
little bubby
Okay.
away from me.
You could never be married to me.
I mean, he,
Nothing but
Well,
lies.
I mean, not right now, obviously.
But okay, so why are you deciding to flip on the Royals now and attack these insurgents when you brought up yourself, Sanna, that by doing so you're destabilizing this entire planet and handing it over to a third party?
well, they're destabilizing themselves, really.
Right, but your job is to go in and quell it.
That was the Royals.
Right.
The Royals commissioned us to go in and quell it.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Royals. The Royals are they're duplicitous. Yeah. I just would rather support the people, get the people. Once they're established, then we can work with them on getting them into the Rebel Alliance. The Royals aren't any different really than the Emperor who seized power, and that's
I
To be
think
Right.
fair,
it's-
you guys
sounds
are not
like-
familiar with the power structure on this planet at all. I mean, only what
It
you've
sounds
experienced.
like, just from what we've heard, right? The royal family is taking resources from the people, causing the people to maybe enslave, maybe whatever. And I think just in general, that's sad.
Yeah.
I think at some point during
Let people
this,
do that.
yeah, during all this waiting time, I think Trey will kind of, in between bites of his, blue milk and bantha berry crunch, as I've been told, he's like,
It's tasty.
it's tasty, super tasty. And I think he's like, are we sure? Like, do we really want to make this another fight? Like, can't we, get all these guys to sit down and talk about this stuff? Like, I'm tired of getting shot at. Can't we can't we make everybody win here? Like, if we get these guys together and the Royals together and everybody can sit down and can't we hash it out that way? Like, are we gonna have to really fight? Is this the only option?
Usually is.
So there are
Sometimes the only
definitely
way to
some,
overthrow tyranny is violently.
there are some alternative viewpoints that I would like to propose that you guys haven't explored as of yet. If you're meant to quell this, when you guys were first brought in, or you first came to this town, they asked if you guys had heard anything on the HoloNet about this war, and you guys hadn't heard anything. So no one outside of this city knows that only this city knows about what's going on. Like, this does seem to be a very isolated, like rebel uprising against the royal house. You know there's third parties involved, so it very well could be like a weird, MAGA infestation thing where they're like rising up dissent and aggression and anger to go against their attackers to benefit that third party, not caring at all about the people or the royals or anything because they just want the resources. If you guys go along with that, then you're helping to like ruin the planet that you were sent originally to bring into the Alliance.
Well, it's kind of why I wanted to bring that up with the leaders of this is like, hey, the people that are helping you maybe aren't helping you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't trust them.
I think
Sanna's point would be, like, if it's really bad here and the royals need to be overthrown, they should be overthrown. But I also want to help the people realize, like, hey, the people you're partnering with probably aren't any better.
I think
You guys can't rely on them. You have to take power yourselves.
I think
And coincidentally, the Rebel Alliance will support you in that.
I think Trey would suggest that, once we figure out this, like, we tell him, you need us to get into the palace, and we're not going to do that until we have met whoever this third party is and make sure that we know what's going on. Because it seems like at this point, we can tip the scales in whatever the best direction is, whether it's to help the royal family or to help the people or this third party or maybe none of them or whatever. Like, I think we need to know who all the players are before we let these guys just storm into the palace.
Yeah.
And then above game, would we know, are there other cities besides, like, I don't know how big Jek 4 is. Like, is this the only city on the planet, or like, can we go to like the next town over and be like, what do you guys know about a rebellion? And what do you guys know about, I kind of want to workshop the idea
fellow,
around.
fellow kids.
I mean, it's not unlike in
Greetings,
our
fellow
world
children.
right now.
Yeah.
You can jump on the HoloNet and find information, assuming it's not like China and is filtered and everything.
Is there would we have access to the holonet in this cantina where we're eating breakfast?
Yeah,
Can
I mean,
read
if you guys
my
have
morning
like data
news
pads
while
or
I'm
anything.
eating?
Yeah.
I think Melkor's got a data pad, doesn't he?
Yeah, but my access got locked because of certain sites, and you guys got mad about it.
We just told you can't go to
Handicapping you guys.
We just told you guys can't go to the Twi'lek hub anymore. That's all we said.
Yeah, so I mean,
kept
so
downloading
if we're gonna use my data pad, somebody's got to put in the parental password.
Yeah, so Trey takes Melkor's data pad and he's like,
There's a 15%.
1111. Okay.
it's all ones.
Yeah,
It's
as you try to access the HoloNet, it's actually blocked from where you are.
Cool.
Interesting. I think Trey had tried to call with his comm link. Oh, but no, we never got to that point. I was just wondering if are all communications down because the comm links weren't working at the end of last session either.
Yeah, your guys' comm links were not working trying to communicate back and forth. The comm link was clearly working from the ship to Sanna when you guys were outside of this city.
Okay.
Now that you're in the city, are you going to try to contact someone?
Hey, Sanna,
Yeah, I'll try to contact BD16.
Yeah, you're getting static. Something's blocking your signal.
Okay.
So you guys have eaten breakfast. The command, sort of like the guards come up to you like, all right, it's time to go meet the partners. You ready?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
That'd be
Alright.
pikes.
We're ready.
Give me 1 second to work this out. You guys are all walking and
And we're
bloated. Really
walking,
heavy
and we're
breakfast.
walking.
We're walking.
Got my calf to go.
Motherfucker.
Trey's still got a blue milk mustache.
It's the only way you can grow a real mustache.
Nobody tells them.
It's really believable. Errol Flynn.
Yep, 100%.
So yeah, you guys are standing in front of the commander, and the Pikes walk in. This is not any individual Pike that you guys have personally met. None of them are familiar. But they're like, Sanna, it is nice to meet you again. We offered you a deal, and you didn't follow
Nice
through.
to meet you again.
Well, on behalf
Met
of the
before.
representative.
How's it going?
I've been told that you have a job that you're expected to be doing. You're about a month late.
You
This
know,
is all through the vocabulary.
sometimes things come up. You
Do
know
you
how
want
it
us
is.
to repossess your ship?
No.
Well, then you should follow through with your obligations.
Of course, I will get right on that once I finish here.
Well, it is nice to see that you've finally come to reason and you're joining us against the royals. You see, the people here are fed up with being pushed down. And we just are going to provide them with the means, and I'm
Not
very
like
pleased.
you're gonna do that or anything.
Hey,
Not like
Exactly.
you
I tried to check
force
my
people
email.
to work with you through extortion.
I
I
agree
tried to
we
check
don't.
my email and it's blocked. Is that you guys?
They're like, well, we can't have communications escaping the city. The royals could tap into them. This is
And then
war.
this is
Yeah,
a Trey.
of course. Why would we not want the rest of the planet to know that
Or the rest of the
Pikes-
galaxy to know that there's things going on here, which is weird that
Who
no
are you,
one-
little human? Why do you speak to the Pike Syndicate as if you have some authority here?
Hey,
I
don't need to be mean.
that's not important. So
The general's just like sitting there watching this back and forth. He's like, you two know each other?
well, I
Not
know that we can't
Personally, but I
we
know
got
of
asked.
them.
That some of your guys asked us if we'd heard about all of this stuff on the HoloNet, and look at this, and he'll pull up the data pad. He's like, you can't get anything. So no one outside of Jack knows that this is happening.
It
Heck,
is
no one
pretty
outside the
common to
city
cut
knows that
down
it's happening.
communications when there is a wartime situation going on.
Yeah,
So
but
we've
we haven't-
intentionally done
we-
that.
They haven't
What
been
about
on
like
the
the
planet,
other cities
and they
on
know
your
nothing.
planet?
He's like, which one of you two should I be looking at? Because you're both talking at the same time.
Yes. And then Trey
Sorry,
looks at
continue,
Melkor,
Trey.
and Melkor's like,
Continue.
Maybe the one without the blue mustache.
no, it just seems like there's a lot. Like, so the Pikes were here a month ago, trying to get in sweet with the Royals, and now you want to kill them. So let's figure out what that's about. Because last month you were ready to give them all kinds of money and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we'll be your best friends," and they said no. And what? You're like teenage girls that are heartbroken now and looking for revenge.
Who are you talking to?
I guess the big Pike general dude at this point.
He's like, I've never seen your puny little blue upper milk face before, child. If you do not shut your trap, I will shut it for you. We're in a wartime situation. We're trying to help the people. They have agreed to help, and I'm under the complete understanding that you came here to offer help. So why are you now all of a sudden dissenting to that? Guards,
I'm just trying to get
they
a question
pull up their
answered,
weapons.
So
Like, you
you're
will
not gonna
shut your
answer my
mouth,
question.
or I will shut it for you right now. Do you understand, child?
Here's my question for
vocabulator's
you,
really garbly.
Pike.
let's just-
What are you getting out of this?
Calm down.
I'm going to help the people benefit from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
resources.
yeah. What are you getting out of this?
I think I just said that.
And,
No, we
and
know what the
how do you
people are
plan to get those resources?
I think, General, that they are here, as you suspected, under false pretenses. I think the Rebel Alliance is, in fact, trying to come in here and destabilize your efforts. I think you should do away with these Rebel alliances.
This is what I'm talking about,
And
General.
Sanna, we will have
We
your
can't
ship.
tell you what how he's going to get the resources, because he's going to do what the Pikes always
The general
do.
stands up. Well,
I've seen this happen.
I'm going
I've
to
seen
give you
this
an
happen
opportunity.
personally. I've seen this happen on planets. The Pikes come in and they promise all of these great things, and then they extort you.
Give me a
And they
bureaucracy
turn you
check.
into slaves.
Give me a bureaucracy
We've come
check.
here for free. We've come here seeking you out to help you. With no, we're not making anything on this. How much are they making? How much are you paying for your weapons? How much have you already put in for them? Of course they're your best friends. And as soon as, I guarantee, as soon as they have you in the position, they're going to be worse than the Empire. That's how they operate. They're a crime syndicate. They're across planets.
So, Sanna, when you were talking, can I get a bureaucracy check?
Oh, no, it's not very good. 8.
Okay, yeah, he's unmoved. So after you finish saying that, Sirix, the general stands up. Well, we have all the information that you could give us. I'm going to give you the opportunity that I shouldn't, and that is to walk out of here with your lives. My partners clearly don't want to work with you, as you have some weird history that I'm unaware of, and I cannot trust that you will not turn on us when you immediately turned on my partner.
And you're not
So
worried
thank
about
you
the
for the
Pikes.
information, and this is your one chance to leave here peacefully.
Alright.
Trey will start walking out and just call over his shoulders. So, like, it's kind of weird, though, that he wouldn't answer a simple question about, after getting turned down by the Royals, why he now wants to kill everyone. Just saying. And, like, Trey will keep walking out.
As you're walking out, the guard like leans by. He's like, kind of hard to take anyone seriously with a blue milk mustache. Oh, well, now that's a different thing. You wiped it off.
I'm going to ask him, okay, so what are the Pikes giving you? Or what are the Pikes selling you?
I'm not having this conversation. I did not ask for you to come here. I'm asking you to leave.
Yeah. Fine.
I'm gonna slowly walk by and steal another cigar on the way out.
Let's
Again,
have
just
you have mine.
direct eye contact.
Not helping. Not helping.
I mean, I
As you,
think that's fair.
like
trade.
lift up the lid. He like slaps it down. No. Coffee's for closers.
Damn it.
Look,
Just smoke.
we
the
did
way
come
down.
here
Yeah.
to help you and to really get you guys free.
If I'm being honest, you have helped us a lot.
As somebody who got tricked by the Pikes themselves,
Maybe you can elaborate on
I
that. now that
am
your friends
telling
are
you.
gone.
Huh?
Maybe you can elaborate that on that now that your
She
friends are
hasn't
gone.
left the room yet. I haven't. I'm not leaving her in there by herself. Sorry.
You already walked out. You can't
I
renege.
know. I didn't know she was staying in.
You're right, but you guys just left.
Okay. Talk your way out of it. Let's see that silver tongue in action.
He's like, tell me about your experience.
I will be happy to once I pull it up.
She's got a whole monologue written.
I do. That is correct.
Hell yeah.
The day I was born.
Yeah. The Pikes entrapped my parents, and when my parents couldn't do exactly what they wanted, they killed them, and then they confiscated my ship. And the only way I get to keep my ship is if I pay them a ridiculous amount of credits, or I run spice for them. And the second you say no to them, they will try to kill you. It was complete BS, the way that they got into this. You know, they promise you lots of money. They promise you lots of resources. And that's how they hook you. And they don't deliver, and they will just keep you under their thumb until you die.
So he squishes out his cigar. He pulls his blaster from his holster and lays it on the table behind him as he leans back on the table. So what am I supposed to do? They came in here offering us weapons and protection and an ability to rise up against the rebels or against the royal house, who has been pretty shitty to the population. They made a deal with you all, with the Rebel Alliance, without even consulting with the people. And we're just supposed to go along with a terrorist organization? Like, we have to do something.
We didn't know how they were treating you.
That is an excellent idea. Let's tag their front.
We'll come back and graffiti it at night.
Oh yeah.
Not helping. We weren't aware of how they were treating you. And that's on us. I'll admit that. I'm not saying don't rise up against the royals. If your people are really being treated that badly, rise up against them, and we will be happy to help you. But I
Do you
think
actually
you gotta
have the
ask
resources
yourself,
to help us?
I think you got to ask yourselves, why did the Pikes come to you in the first place? And was it really to put your best interests first? Or was it because the royals turned them down and they want the resources on your planet?
So you're saying that the Pikes are using us to take all of the resources?
That is what I'm saying.
Then why did they offer to pay for the resources?
What are they paying?
I'm not going to get into the economics of it, but it's more than we were getting from the royals for working their mines, for working their fields.
Again, overthrow the royals. That's fine. I'm asking, are you trading one master for another? What do you know about the Pikes? What did they promise you?
You're giving me a lot of questions. I need an answer about how to get out of it then. Like, what's an alternative?
What's an alternative?
Can you stop the Pikes? Can you tell them to leave the planet?
I would certainly be happy to, but that can't come from me. That's got to come from you guys. And you're already made some deals with them. So now what are you guys going to have to give up to get out of it?
This war has a bit of an inertia.
Yeah, we'll help you. We'll help you get out of it if I can. And I'll try to get you the resources that I can. We've got some stuff we got to deal with.
Why did you come in town?
Initially, we were asked to come in town.
So you guys
we were asked to come in town by the royals.
She hasn't come out yet.
We were asked to squish this rebellion, and clearly we didn't.
So you were sent here by the royals to stop us. And then you gave us information on the royals, and you're telling us to go against our partners' wishes that are funding this rebellion against the royals. So it seems like you two are on the exact same side.
I'm just asking you to consider, what are you giving up with the Pikes? Where's the money? Are they paying up front?
No one pays up front in this universe.
How do they, are they asking you guys to to pay for the weapons that they got you?
No, they were very generous and provided them.
Turn around and make you slaves? Because I can tell you, I've seen the spice mines that they run. Nobody's free there.
You had said that there's no hollow information outside of this city, and I know comms inside the city have intentionally been shut down.
That is correct. There is nothing.
Perhaps you can get word to the next town over and find out if they've heard anything about this uprising on the planet. Perhaps you can help us in that regard.
I would be happy to. Absolutely.
Okay.
Can you provide us with some transportation?
I'm sure we could figure something out. Yeah.
All right. Is there a way I can contact you?
He's like, Zed, go get 2 of the speeder bikes out of storage. He's like, yes, sir. And he walks out. This guy walks out past you guys. Doop, 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 doop. What'd you say?
Is there a way I can contact you? Because comms seem to be blacked out here.
I'd prefer if you just came back. Met in person.
All right.
We'll borrow a speeder.
We can do this.
So, you guys...
The tentative trust.
well, with a little bit of, like
Well done. by the
honesty
way.
and personal one-on-one, you sort of at least won his ear. So he's a little curious. So he's asked you to reach out to another nearby city and find out if they've heard anything about it and their thoughts. Who in that city are you, if that's in fact what you're going to be doing?
Let me ask. Who should I be looking for? Who should I talk to? Give me some directions to the nearby city, and who is a contact I can get in with.
So he loads up a data pad with information, and it basically gives you the information on the council chamber of the city itself and the mayor's name. So you have all that on a small little data pad.
Perfect.
And then 2 speeder bikes, so someone's going to have to ride bitch. Or provided. 2 people are going to have to ride bitch.
Melkor and Trey will, and I'm sure Trey's riding bitch.
I'll ride with Sanna because she's a good pilot.
Perfect.
So you guys just following the data pad directions to the city?
Yep.
All right. So you get to the city. You see this Twi'lek sort of major domo character for the city council and mayor's office. May I help you?
Yeah, we came from other city. I don't. Do we have names for these cities?
City 3, we're now City 4.
Yeah, right. On behalf of dude that I talked to, whose name I never got.
gave a name at all. Like, not even a little
I'm assuming, like, on the data pad, he gave me a name.
Discreet.
Yeah. I mean, it's just General Saul.
General Saul.
Yeah. And it was Seaside City that you guys were in.
So long as his last name isn't Guerrera.
Right?
Saul was his name. Last name. First name,
Oh.
General.
That's
His parents were ambitious.
He's actually
We
just
came from Seaside Town.
Very interesting. A beautiful city. I love
it is
the
gorgeous.
cliffside
It is
and the
gorgeous.
beaches. And, what
But
brings you here?
We came at the request of General Saul to speak to council person A.
General Saul. I know a Mayor Saul. I've never...
Mayor Saul. Yes, Mayor Saul.
He's a general now? Is there a problem that I am not aware of? Perhaps I should
Well,
warn
No, I
the
think that's
mayor
his
about?
first name.
That's what we're here to find out.
You're all off-worlders, aren't you? I can tell by your lack of perfume, which is common in this city. Would you like me to spritz you? Psst, psst.
Oh no, I'm allergic. I'm allergic.
Oh,
I'll take
my
a spritz.
apologies. Oh, very good. Psst. You're just like, just lavender in your face. Thanks. That's great.
That's perfect.
Love getting shots in the face from random men.
Hey,
Prison.
this isn't Trey's first
Nothing
rodeo.
He was in the Jedi Order, so.
So he sets it down.
you know.
I'm very happy to help you with whatever it is you need. What is it exactly that brings you here?
Yeah, we need to talk to consult datapad, counselor,
Rails. Counselor
look
Rails.
at the GM.
Yes, Counselor
Yeah.
Rails. Well, I'm sorry he's not available until 3 more days.
This is rather
lunchtime.
Urgent. This is
Right, but
rather
you understand a
urgent.
mayor is in charge of an entire city of folks.
Yes,
He has to
we
take care of things like
understand.
store openings and ribbon cuttings, and I'm sure there's some grooming for pets involved at some point. So
This may be the right guy. He does all the.
So above game, as we rolled into this city, like what was the vibe here? So the vibe in the other city is
totally normal.
patrols
Yeah.
and guards, and everything here is just chill.
Just like a regular afternoon.
I think as
On our
Trey
drive,
continues
like
to
on our drive over, does it look like there's like slave camps or? They were saying like, oh yeah, the royals are awful and they're, they enslave
No,
people
apparently
and we're just
it's like the economic side of things that's sort of awful.
got it.
Not like
Got it.
human rights issues.
So Trey
Got
will
it.
ask this guy. He's like, hey, how do you guys feel about like the royal house?
Oh, we absolutely adore the royals. What do you mean? It is part of
Oh, I
the
mean, me
structure of
too.
the government on this planet, Jack 4.
Those mud baths were pretty awesome.
Aren't they delightful? I just
Yeah.
like to rub my face all in the mud. The leku, you gotta wring them out. It's very delightful. It's quite refreshing.
I really want to practice my quick draw now.
That's for Book of Boba Fett.
So I know that the mayor's super busy, but this is an urgent matter for Mayor General Soul, whatever title he decides he's going. But you know how these mayors are. Like whatever title he wants to have this week, sure. But like it's very important that we see the mayor here immediately, just so we can make sure that there's
Perhaps I could arrange something. Please have a seat. There's some refreshments if you would like some calf.
Since we're out of the other city, we get on the HoloNet.
Yeah, pulls right up.
Perfect. Just do a quick Star Wars equivalent of Google search.
Space Google search.
Space
Yeah.
Google.
Just
Yeah,
put space in front
that
of it.
stands.
What is our quick space Google reveal?
What are you searching? I don't.
Just what's happening on.
Yeah,
Jax,
latest news.
what's
for
happening?
Gen 4.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not seeing any there's no call for war or rebellion or any reporting on that at all. Really, if you go to like individual city sort of papers, sites, then you can see like local issues and stuff like that. And the last information you got from Seaside City was about a month ago, when all publication just seems to have just stopped immediately. But
Like,
there's
nobody else
regular
on the
complaining about-
planet's like, hey, that's weird. Why have we not heard from this city in a month?
Well, it's not common for most people to go searching other people's local papers and stuff. And if there's not a national news that hits all papers, then there's no real reason to look into it. It's not like they're so close that you can like see something,
Is
like
there?
shipments coming in or.
Does the data pad have the ability to be like screenshot this news article like with the dates and stuff, so that when we go back and you be like, this is the most current stuff, and there is nothing.
Yeah,
Can I
but
ask-
the general probably is aware of when it was cut off because he seemed to be okay with it being cut
No,
off.
but like he wants, Trey wants to screenshot stuff for like news about Jack, the other city, like the city they're currently in, other places on Jack, to see like, look, everyone else is living
I see what you're
life normally.
Yeah.
And you guys have been like in a isolation for a month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So you immediately see the Major Domo come around the corner. Well, thank you so very much for waiting. I hope you're enjoying the free Wi-Fi. It is courtesy of the mayor. Anyway, if
Oh,
you'll follow me,
beautiful, yeah.
he's found a moment for you. This way. Sort of
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
walks back around. You enter this sort of elaborate, columned office room, which probably is a little too small for columns, but whatever. There's a bunch of statues and tapestries on the wall. You see nice tile work, and then it sort of leads to like rugs that are very elaborately woven and sort of abstract imagery, not like, like a picture of anything specific. All leading up to this nice marble table with some computer terminals on it, and this human gentleman behind it in flowing robes. He has this really sort of groomed beard, this sort of like wifty and flowing out. He's an older gentleman. Behind him is a younger lady, sort of tight business clothes, with the data pad just sort of standing as if she's sort of an assistant of some sort. And he stands up. It is so wonderful to meet you. Welcome to my city. How may I help you?
Your
Okay.
city is beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Thank you. We
it's-
have
it is.
redesigned it from the last administration. I can't believe that people put up with such squalor before.
I know, and these columns are just majestic.
He like looks back at his assistant, who just sort of like turns her head down. See, they're necessary. Thank you. You clearly have good taste. He stands up, walks around, and you can see he was on like a platform. He is infinitely smaller as he sort of walks up. He's probably like head is chest high. He comes up and looks up, puts his hand on your arm. You clearly have very good taste, young man.
I do try. So we just came from Seaside Town, Sea City.
Yes.
Seaside
You
Town.
been?
Seaside Town. Sure, one of those. And Cinnabon, and they have grave concerns. It seems that the Pikes have moved in and are feeding them all kinds of lies. Mayor Sol asked us to come here and see if this is a widespread problem or if for some reason they're just attacking or targeting Seaside.
He's like, I can't imagine Pikes coming out of the sea and controlling another city. That's ridiculous.
It's
don't think
happening.
they
I
came
hate
out of
to
the
tell
sea.
you.
Fish don't control government, young boy. This isn't
No,
Dr.
that's the
Seuss.
Moncals.
He pulls out the data pad and real quick, like, space Googles Pike and, like, holds up the image for him.
Oh,
This thing.
silly me. I thought you were making
Not-
some sort
yeah.
of joke, a seaside fish
No,
under the
I've
sea.
never been funny. Sorry.
No, he doesn't know how to joke. Yeah, that is accurate.
My mistake. So, the species. Well, again, I can't say I can even possibly accept that as a reality. You see, they're criminal elements, and I've been assured by the royal family that the Rebel Alliance has come to protect us from such undignifieds.
Well, they apparently are causing a problem, and we would love if we could get you or a representative that knows Mayor Sol to accompany us back, see all the communications that are down, and we need Mayor Sol to understand that this is a local situation, but that the rest of the planet and is a neighboring town that you are also willing to help out and worried about his plight.
He just stares at you for a minute, then just screams out, "Back!" And the young woman behind the desk comes around. Yes, give them a signed and sealed document with my express opinion that there are no Pikes in the city. It's like, yes, sir. Fill something out. You guys hear like a bzzz.
Out of curiosity, how do you feel about these rebel alliance with the royal family?
If they can protect us, then I see no reason to oppose them, personally. I don't see why anyone would really care about Jack 4.
Strategic positioning, maybe.
Out here.
You guys do have a lot of unique resources here.
Resources, you say? Well, we are
Mining
capable,
operations.
but surely there are other planets all around the galaxy that can be of as much assistance to anyone who might be interested. I mean, it's, we just barely have enough for our own and then a little extra for others in trade.
And that's true, but see, I believe that it's because this is so grandiose and so beautiful that if you could have the resources and the view, why would you say no?
You flatter. It is a great view. Follow me. He walks to the other side and he grabs curtains and just whoosh. And you see this rolling hills of flowers dappling the ground in multicolors. This beautiful mountain view up in the distance, or the opposite direction of the sea. And he's like,
Oh, holy shit, that is a great view.
looks up at you, puts his hand on your upper back, sliding it down to your lower back. Isn't that delightful, young man?
Yeah, totally is.
Beck walks up to you, Sanna. Here is the paperwork with the Office of Mayor seal.
Thank
Okay.
you. Tuck it away in the pocket.
It's like, well, I do have other things I have to deal with, but please. And he moves his finger to your lips. Do come again.
I just did. I mean, yes. We will.
Oh, come on. You're gross.
Oh,
Sanna, is there anything else we're supposed to do here?
No, I think that's all we needed. I do have a out of character question.
Yeah.
We've been told that this planet has resources.
Yeah.
What exactly do they do here?
I mean, they have
Swamp
the same as
planet.
most other planets where they have mining and they have farming and, it's just everything that you would export normally. It's just, this hasn't been a tapped planet as of yet. Whereas all of the inner core planets have really been, and some of the outer core planets have been, pretty strip mined.
Dried out. Got it.
Okay.
The readiness of their own planets.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, Mayor, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. And then Trey will start heading out, hoping the rest of the group follows, and then.
We
coming?
all
Y'all
stand
coming?
back to make sure that
What?
the mayor gets a good glimpse as Trey's
What was the
walking
point
out.
of coming here? Just for clarification.
What was the point of coming here?
Yeah.
The town, the General Saul can't get communications out, and so he was wondering, are the neighboring cities also rising up in rebellion because he's had no contact with them?
Yeah, ultimately, he's wondering if you're telling the truth about the Pikes actually, being duplicitous and trying to, keep everything locked down and then control everything themselves. And he just wants to know if there's other cities rising up. And if so, do they have any partners? And I mean, ultimately, you guys are sort of working two sides against each other in a way where, the royal family is trying to get you to quell this rebellion. This might be a way to quell the rebellion.
Yep. So yeah, I think Trey, once we're kind of back out, Trey's like, okay, do we need anything else while we're in a town where no one's trying to shoot us? And then do we have all the information that we think we need to take back to Mayor General Saul?
I think so.
Hopefully.
Yeah, nobody cares. They're on their own, basically, isn't it?
Certainly seems that way, yeah.
Seems that way.
Did we see
On the Hollow, nothing
Yeah.
nothing in this city.
Trey screenshotted or saved those things so that we can show them. When we were leaving town on our way to this other city, did we see a place where the Pikes were? Was there an encampment? Did we see ships? Is there any other indication, or are these guys just kind of pop in and out of existence as the DM sees fit? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
You did not
where the hell
visit
are
the
the
space.
Pikes?
You didn't visit the spaceport, so you have no idea if they have a ship docked or not. As far as you know, they probably were staying in that office. They just walked in from the back room and went back into the back room. So
We don't see a larger Pike presence anywhere then. We just know that there was these dudes right there in that building.
Right, and criminal organizations wouldn't have a military presence anyway. That's what they're leveraging the populace for. And it does stand to reason. Everything Sanna was saying is 100% accurate. You guys were trying to make a deal with them, so were they. You guys got the deal, they're going to try to undermine it, and this seems to be the way they're undermining it. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they're trying to overthrow your guys' deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, I think Trey's ready to head back when the rest of the party is. If there's nothing else we need and we think we have a solid argument here, then let's go.
Let's go skin some blasters.
Hell yeah.
You skin that smoke wagon, you stand there and bleed. All right, so you guys are on your way back. Wind is rustling through your hair. A bug hits someone in the face. Someone else accidentally swallows one. As you guys are just speeding along, you can see storm clouds coming over from the mountainside. Lightning is striking, a little ominous. You can see
I
the
hope
palace
that's
in
not
the
a
far,
precursor to how this is going to go.
you see the palace in the far distance, very speck on the horizon at this moment. But this entire planet that you guys have seen is absolutely beautiful. And in the distance, you're starting to get that taste of salt in the air from the sea, knowing that you're getting closer to the city. And as you come up on the city, you do see the standard guards out there. Just sort of see you and immediately recognize the markings on the speeders and sort of greet you. You see them reach down and sort of communicate somehow. So where do you guys head?
Before we're
Yeah,
back
while we
in
were
the
out.
city.
Sorry,
No, I just
Before we
go
get into the city, while we were out, did my droid get back in contact with me?
No,
Have any update from that?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the last words you had were to hide, and so presumably it's just following your orders.
Okay.
So you guys,
But-
what?
I think Trey would be trying to see if he can see any other pike presence as they're heading back into town.
What I'm curious about what you're expecting to see, because you keep mentioning pike presence.
Well, it's I don't know. Like I think in Pike's Head, like even if they're a criminal organization, like there's got to be more than the 3 guys, or do they have such a tight grip
Necessarily.
on the city's populace that it only takes the 3 guys? I guess
I
that's
mean,
where
as far
Trey
as like a
comes in.
guerrilla organization coming, they came down, made an offer, made good by it by providing weapons and equipment. And now
Okay.
they're sort of stirring up dissent in this city. They may have been trying to reach out to other cities and doing the exact same thing and were unsuccessful. I mean, there's a lot of other options. But really, once you have a population that's willing
Under
to rise up
control.
on their own,
Sure.
there's no need for a military or a larger presence than just the contact with the primary syndicate
Okay.
itself.
What if we
Yeah.
take the pikes
Perfect.
out?
Like to dinner or
I
Yes.
don't want to
Yes.
smell like fish, personally. I mean, it's an
Perfect.
option. You guys can do whatever you want.
I think the plan is just to head back to Mayor General Sol and present him with our findings.
He is a mayor general.
Sure.
All right. So you guys come in town. They take over the speeders. You guys go up to the command's office. The guards outside sort of stop you, call in, wait for a little bit, and then you're let in. You see the general standing there. What is wood? What did you find out?
There's
I'll
nothing.
take the
nobody-
letter out.
Um,
Here's from Mayor.
Oh, this is dandy. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Mayor
Uh,
Dandy
um,
was.
Mayor
And then-
Dandy.
Trey would also provide him with the data pad showing him, like, once we were outside and had access to the HoloNet, like, you guys are the only ones that have any problems. The rest of the planet's fine. Here's some more information about the pikes and how bad they are in case you needed a refresh.
Wait, what information about the pikes did you get?
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. It was probably just like whatever the first hit on Space Google was, like our
It's like a
pikes bad
Wikipedia
guys.
entry.
And it's like a wiki entry, and it's written by a crackpot. But Trey doesn't know how to Space Google. He just knows how to keep Melkor off the bad sites. That's all he knows how to do.
Right. Okay.
Beautiful.
He's like, okay, so they're not rising up. It's just this city that's rising up.
That's correct. Everyone else
You are the
seems
only one.
pretty okay with. Well, this other city seemed. When we talked to the mayor, he seemed pretty on board with a rebel
Outside-
alliance with the royals. We couldn't find anything about other cities going dark.
Yeah,
No one's
everyone
heard
else
from you
was-
for a month, and they don't really seem that interested. It is very possible that the Pikes came to you because of your proximity to the royal family to overthrow the royal family because they were pissed that the royal family didn't side with them.
Okay. I think
And
I
if
have to
it's-
think about a few things. Thank you very much for this information. Okay.
And
Is
if
there
it's
anything else
just
I can
the
help you with
three-
right now?
Look,
Is there
if he's
anything else
getting rid
we
of the
can help
pikes,
you with?
and it's just
Maybe
the
this
three
could all
of
be
them.
avoided. I mean, is it just better contracts that you want? Is it better? Do you want
I
a
mean,
bigger
y-
piece?
Yeah, it would
Piece
be
of
really
pie.
nice if we could get the royal house to give us more dividends for the work that we're putting in. I mean, economically, they're taking the lion's share, but we're the ones doing all the work. I understand how business works and their management, of the planet, basically, but we should get a little bit of a taste of the proceeds. I think a little bit more than we're getting anyway. I mean, if you could negotiate
Would you
that,
settle for a pizza party?
This
Easter
isn't
just
COVID.
looks at you
knock
again,
it
then looks
off.
right back. He's like,
Yeah.
If you could
Well,
negotiate
pizza
better
and
prices,
ice cream.
Use him. That's how they reward people in the Empire. He's not in the Empire anymore.
Yeah.
that's why they're just so shitty.
We'd be happy to help try to negotiate on your behalf, but I think continuing with the plan that the Pikes have offered you is not going to help anyone.
Let's just set the violence and bloodshed aside for a minute, and let's say that, like, if we could get the Alliance to put pressure on them to give you guys a bigger piece, or even figuring out ways around the Royals to get you a bigger piece of the prizes from it, could we just not go to war and maybe get rid of the Pikes, or stand aside and let us take care of the Pikes?
I'm sorry. If are you suggesting that you assault our guests?
Well, I'm not saying anything
We're-
like that. I'm just
We're
saying, like, maybe
suggesting
we
we
can
help
make it.
them leave.
We can avoid bloodshed if we could get the Royals to give you guys a bigger piece of the pie. And that's what I'm saying is we could possibly use the Alliance for this protection that they're expecting. Then
Okay.
we could get them on maybe human rights violations or something. I don't know. Maybe we could get more commerce. We can get more coming in. We just can't go outright and start giving you guys that. And if the Royals will agree to that, then we can get them to give a bigger part of that.
Look, if you can get us a fairer deal than the Royals are offering right now, I would be more than happy to not have any bloodshed at all. That's the core of our problem and why we were willing to rise up. The Pike's presence is kind of a problem because they gave us equipment. They're going to expect something in return, and they wanted the rights to manage the planetary resources. I mean, but if you walk in there and kill them or force them to leave, then they're just going to send more, and we're going to have a bigger problem. Look, if
We've already
maybe the Royals, if you can get me a better deal with the Royals, and they can help pressure the Pikes off planet, that would be the best case scenario in my opinion. I think that would be great.
I would bet that the Royals have no idea that the Pikes are here. They were supposed to have left. And I think the Royals would have something to say about it if they realized that the Pikes are here and stirring up problems.
Well,
Or at
then
least-
I ask you to contact the Royals and see if you can work out a deal for us.
Okay.
Sounds good enough for
Okay.
me.
You mind if we hold on to those 2 speeder bikes? It's a long ass walk back up there.
Well, is that how you were supposed to? So out of character, you guys were supposed to contact the Royals once you found something out, and they would send someone to get you.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
Well, again,
So
we
we
can't contact anybody in the city.
Right,
Yeah,
you
we
could
just
walk
have-
outside of the city.
Yeah,
but-
so if we can get outside the city, that's fine.
Are you fucking
That'll work
kidding
too.
me? We have to walk 5 to 10 minutes out now.
Again,
Ugh.
the humanity.
I don't know if this whole rebellion thing's even worth it anymore. I think we should all just fall.
It's just, I'm gonna re-up. That's it. I'm an
Are we
Imperial now.
male soccer players now? We just fall
I
to the
didn't
ground
have
and pretend.
That's only when we want out of the game.
It's just-
Oh, okay.
We want
Like,
med sub.
I didn't have to walk anywhere in the Empire. I stood on a little conveyor belts everywhere. It was amazing.
It was beautiful.
Conveyor belts and no safety rails.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So many
Empire.
situations on
Just
this.
how we
Empire's
do
way.
it.
Yeah, so we will go talk to the royal house, and we'll negotiate a deal. We'll be in contact soon.
Okay. So what's your next plan? What are you gonna do? I feel like I
Yes.
talked you guys out of a lot of things that you were planning on doing, and I wasn't trying to do that. I'm just trying to provide all the information so you guys can make your
No,
own
I
judgments.
don't think we.
I mean,
had
it's for the better. I just wanted to go in shooting, regardless of
Well,
where we went.
I mean,
I
think
think
about it.
that-
If we're the Alliance is supposed to be the one that's helping them all avoid bloodshed and kind of
Yeah.
stay together would be a better outcome than
Yeah,
just being
absolutely.
the Empire. The Pikes go in, mow everybody down that's against us.
Yeah.
So
And also, you made a good point of like, why do we want to destabilize a planet that we're actively trying to bring it into the Rebel Alliance?
Yeah, because
So-
it's not like we want to take over the planet. We just want it to be with us ultimately when we make our final stand against the Empire.
Exactly.
Right.
I kind of think the way that we came in was kind of the only way we were going to get all the information we needed anyway. So I'm not sure, at least for Trey, that he wasn't trying to stir anything else up. But like, we're like, who's your partners? Like, well, don't worry about who my partners are. So I think this was kind of the only way to get all of the cards on the table, as it were. So.
Okay.
My thought is, even if the Royals don't concede, I still think that we could use like, because I'm sure the Alliance has like, discretionary like funds that could be given to help boost and give them a little bit more money. If it'll avoid bloodshed and everybody gets out what they want, then that's best case scenario, right?
Yeah.
I also think if we tell the Royals that, hey, guess what? The Pikes never left, and they're here, the ones causing problems. I think the Royals are going to have something to say about it as well. So,
Okay.
We'll find out. Let's go see.
Yeah.
I'll find out.
All right. So you guys head on up to the Royal House.
Also, I want to go check on my ship. Why the fuck are they breaking into my ship?
Well, which one are you going to do first?
I mean, the ship is on the way to talk to them.
Well, it is a little bit
Sort
sort of out of the way. I mean, you can go directly to the Royal House, or you go to the Royal House and then go to the hangar.
Oh, okay.
The house is the.
They're not going to drive us into the hangar first.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you haven't even talked to the guy yet.
So I think Sanna's really the only one that knows that, because like when Trey asked, you said we'll deal with it later. So I think Trey and Melkor at least are in the dark about anything going on with the ship.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a big cat, right in front of my face. No. All right.
Ginormous.
So do you guys contact your contact outside the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As soon as we get out of the city limits, it's like, all right, man,
Find a tree to sit
come pick
underneath.
us up. Come on.
Melkor, you have to start like an exercise regime, man.
Yeah. We're gonna
Been
have
walking
to
for 5 minutes. Like, do a push-up.
No, that's bad. You don't
No.
want to see him do that. He just falls asleep. He goes down and anyway. Trey will take out the data pad, re-enable the parental controls, and hand it back to Melkor.
Okay. So it takes about 25, 30 minutes for the speeder bike to come up, but it does pull up with the same officer in it. He's like, I trust you took care of the rebellion?
We need to talk to the
think
family.
we're all going to
We're,
be
on our-
happy.
we're working on it. It will be. We need some executive.
Well, come
decision.
on in. I'll take you up to the estate.
Sounds good. Just need to stop by our ship real quick.
That is a little bit further along the shoreline.
Well, we can't get enough of this sea. This is just a beautiful planet, and I would like to get a change of clothes so that way I look a little more presentable.
Okay, I just want to make sure here, as we're on our way, if you try to leave, we have put a blockade up.
We're not trying to
I'm
leave.
not
We
going to
just.
try to leave.
Okay.
We're on a
I want
mission.
change of clothes. We've got information. I think we're getting to the root of this, and we just want to. Yeah, we're not leaving.
All right, very well. I'll drop you off, and I guess I'll just wait there for you. I mean, time is of
Sounds
the
good.
essence here. They know that I came to pick you up. The longer you delay, it's going to look a little suspicious. Sounds a little
I just
suspicious
want
to
to change
me.
clothes.
Okay, very well.
Look, man, he soiled himself on the speeder bike. He didn't want to say it. Just for fuck's sake, let us go get him in some clean clothes.
It's like, all right. Maybe lift your butt up off my seat, please. I don't want any leftovers. All right, so we will have that all take place after the break. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be right back. And we
Ready.
are back. Thank you for hanging in there. All right, so you guys arrive up to the royal palace and is driving, sort of diverting around it to get to the hangar bay. You see the guards are standing out there as usual, just sort of watching you go by. And you guys approach the hangar, and it sort of stops. You guys can get out. What do you want to do? What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see, like, everything's good. I'm just going to grab a change of clothes.
Okay, hold on. These guys are not there. All right, so you guys get to the hangar bay. You're going to go inside the...
Go inside the ship.
The Silver Sycor?
Yeah.
Sure.
Damn it, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Wrong screen. As you get to the ramp to bring it down, you can see that the controls have been sort of burned out, and the ramp is already down as you sort of get in the hangar bay itself and are walking up toward it. And as you're sort of
Are there
mounting...
guards in the hangar bay?
No, there's not.
Huh.
Usually there's like
you lock the doors
mechanics
before we
and
left?
stuff like that, like operating inside.
I'm gonna pull my blaster out.
Yeah, I'll pull my blaster, too.
Carefully
Blaster is out.
Dun, dun, dun.
walk up the ramp.
You're like slowly walking up the ramp. Give me a perception check.
Trey pulls out his blaster, but is like falling behind everyone else, and he's like, "What? What are we doing?" He's confused.
Do you guys usually pull your blasters out to change clothes? I don't understand.
Yeah,
No,
Trey
man, I got to pull it
Well,
out
the
of my
ship's been
clothes.
busted in, too.
I'm changing them.
I
don't
definitely
understand.
did
Do I
not
need
leave the
this
ship
out
like
right now?
this.
100%.
Okay, see that makes sense.
She's all, do a little self-awareness. All right, Trey? Seriously. So as you guys are slowly walking up, you're seeing like the lights sort of flicker as if there's like a power drain somewhere. It's clearly something that is not unusual in the long run when you're traveling through space a lot, but you know it was powered up when you left. So there's some sort of short happening somewhere. As you're slowly creeping up the ramp, is there anything you want to do in particular before you get to the top of it?
Nope.
Okay.
Just
Trey's just
cautiously
bringing
walking up
the
and
rear.
peering inside.
As you peek around the corner, you see Sister Gertoy and 2 assassin droids just standing there waiting for you. It's about time. Trey, I believe you and I have unfinished business. And you see a lightsaber just...
Oh,
And the
man.
2 droids bring up their weapons. So we got some initiative going here, people. So let's find out.
Nice knowing you, dude.
Sirix is
Just
like,
throw
"I'm
him in
out."
and run away. Take care of this.
Sure is a good thing we already pulled our blasters.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so their plan is Sister Gertoy is going to find a way to square off. She's going to cut her way through everyone until she gets to Trey. The assassin droids, the first one is going to be firing at the first person in line, which is Sanna. The second assassin droid is going to do the same, just sort of targeting the people they're obviously in front of them. Sanna, what's your plan?
Was I able to move inside that hallway before initiative starts? Or
The
am I
closest you would
still
have
like
been able
on the
to
ramp?
Yeah, the closest you wouldn't be able to get is this square right here before you saw them. Or, I mean, if you're peeking around the corner, I think is what you said you did, right? So maybe this one. But it's one of these 2 squares.
What is? I'm sorry, I can't see where you're pointing to.
Oh, you're not... It's not pinging it?
No, it's only on the. There we go.
Okay.
So one of the 2 in front of you.
And then with the so I would have been peeking in, so I would be like kind of facing like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that tracks.
And I get 5 movement.
5 points, yeah.
Okay.
Right now, you have partial cover. Just saying.
Oh. Okay. Well then I will just like duck down and shoot that assassin droid.
Now, you're not going prone. You're just sort of ducking behind.
Just ducking. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what's your plan, Melkor?
I'm close enough that I'm going to stick around the corner. Essentially, I'm going to take a little bit of cover like she is and going after the same droid that's firing on her.
Okay, so you're going to have to move up to do that. So that's 2 movement points. And then you're just going to try to target this guy right here.
Yep.
Don't move yet because your first move is your segment. She had just
Okay.
already moved to peek in, which started this whole thing.
Gotcha.
Sirix, what's your plan?
I want to run and grab my medium repeating blaster.
So looking at the layout here, the quarters are over here
Okay.
where you guys sort of have all your stuff. So to run, you would be 2,
I'd be 10 right
4,
here.
6, and then angling 7, 8, 9, 10 is right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it's pretty hard because it's 2 to move each square in the direction you're facing, and then to turn a 45 degree is 1, and then it's
Okay.
3 to
Oh.
go to the diagonal.
I can't go any faster.
No, it's only in it, and you're within like less than 5 seconds for a round.
So it's 2 square. It's 2 move per square.
Yeah, unless you're going diagonal, then it's 3.
Yeah. Make it easy, do they?
No.
Funkiest mechanic in this edition.
So your plan is to move here. What about you, Trey? You heard Sister Gertrude call you out.
Yeah, if I hear her call me out, could I move all the way up to the square in front of Sanna?
2, 4,
if
6,
I ran.
8, 10. Yeah.
So I guess he would run up to there and, because I guess he said he had his blaster out on his lightsaber, so he's just gonna try to negotiate with her, I guess, more than anything.
Okay. All right. So let's get this going. Sirix, you have the fastest initiative, so you can go ahead and move to your square. No one was targeting you, so you don't have any problem with that. Sanna, you're up next. Your first segment has 2 people firing at you, so they're both going to roll to attack as you're rolling to attack, and we'll see which one gets off first. So theirs is 5D.
And a 15. Damn.
So the first one did 21. The second one is 14.
I did 15.
And you got a 15. So you're going to beat the second one, but that's probably going to be stopped by this first one as he fires at you. Are you going to try to dodge?
Yes.
All right, roll your dodge.
Absolutely.
So basically you need a 10 to hit in this range. So 15 and he had a 21, so that's 6. So you dodged behind and the blaster hits the side of that. You're going to have well, you actually lost your attack roll because you had to, oh no, you still do. So you're going to have a -1 because you dodged to attack. So -1D, so we can just knock off the last die of your 15, which was only a 2.
Which is a 2, so it'd be 13.
So you're going to fire at that first assassin droid. The second one is not going to be able to hit you with his roll. And so let's see. The strength is 5D to dodge. Let's see. Whoa! It got a 22 to dodge. So your shot goes off into the distance in the hallway as well. Let's see. Trey is up. Oh, and they're going to just move forward a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he can't do that. So 4, 5. Okay. So Trey, what are you doing?
He's just gonna move up to this space in front of Sanna and look at Sister Gertrude and say, "This doesn't need to happen. We know what's going on with the rebellion in the city. We can fix these things. This doesn't need to be violent."
I don't care about the rebellion against the Imperial family. This is against
didn't
you
say
and me.
You needed a new kyber crystal?
I was saying that for your stupid friends.
Oh.
Melkor.
Hey.
I think running counts as my action, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
So
you'd
that's-
already said that's
that's
all
all
you'd do.
yeah.
So Melkor, what are you going to do? You were going to move up and try to fire that one?
Yeah, me walking up right here. turning a wee bit, and then blasting off at this droid right
Yeah, it's
here.
got a bit of cover from you just from where you're sitting on that line of sight. But go ahead and give me an attack roll.
And that's just blaster, right?
Yeah.
23.
Nice.
Nice.
So you needed a 10. He's going to try. Well, he already tried to dodge, which was a 21. No, it was the 22 was the dodge. So you miss. It sort of goes past it. You do one dodge for the entire combat round. Now we're at the top of the second combat round. Oh, wait. No, Sister Gertoy hasn't gone. So she's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to do her whole movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As she's like moving and advancing on you, Trey. All right. So her plan for this next round is going to move up and attack Trey. This droid right here is going to fire. You know what? He's going to fire at Sirix as he's running. This one is going to continue firing at Sanna. So what are you going to do since I see you first, Sirix? Are you going to continue running over through the hall to your...
Yeah, I want to dodge and then just run as far as I can.
Right. Okay. And then Trey, what's your plan?
If she's coming at me with a lightsaber, just be draw my lightsaber and it'd be just
So are
defend
you
myself.
dropping
Mostly,
your holster or your weapon, or are you going to try to holster it and then play?
Well, and you got to put it back together anyways because you have it broken down.
yeah. So I guess I would have to drop the blaster and then
Okay.
put the lightsaber
Just, you know,
together.
it's as if you had an action to do all that, but it
Mhm.
doesn't take an action. So if you have to attack or dodge or anything like that, it's going to be
It'll
minus
be a
1d.
disadvantage. Yep. But
Sanna?
that's what he would do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue attacking that droid.
Okay.
Also, if I go before Trey, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the droid.
Okay. And then what's your plan, Melkor?
So what's the bonus of going prone? I don't remember that.
It actually adds stabilization. So one, it gives you a defense as if you had cover, but you already have cover, so you can't like double up on that. It just makes it harder to hit you
Okay.
for them aiming you. But right now, you're already getting that benefit from cover.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna keep blasting off at that first droid.
Okay. And that's everyone, I think. So let's let this thing roll out. Sanna, you are first. No, I'm sorry. Sirix is first. So Sirix, you are trying to run. I need you to give me a dexterity check, and it needs to be faster than their blaster skill to see if you go first. So they only got a 15.
Dexterity or dodge?
Dexterity, because your first segment action is running. Dodge is a reaction. So the fire comes off first. Go ahead and give me a dodge roll. Oh, perfect. So you dodge out of the way. Go ahead and move 10. So that's 3, 6, 9 is this one.
Yep.
And then Sanna.
I'm gonna shoot.
So this one was shooting you. We'll see which one of you goes off first. It got a 21. You got a 15. So it gets its shot off on you. Are you going to try to dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me that roll, please. I feel like I got
Whoa.
to sneeze. This is killing me. All right, math. 1,
Math.
9. That's too few. So the blaster hits right next to you. You do have your attack because it did not hit you. So you had a 15, and you were targeting this guy right here. Is that correct? This assassin?
Yeah, that one.
All right, go ahead and roll damage. He's not dodging. I got to roll his strength. It's 5.
12.
So he completely absorbs it all. You just see the blast hit him just all around it. These things seem like they're just walking Terminators. While you guys haven't hit them and they haven't hit you as of yet, you can see that when you do a full solid hit, it doesn't seem to really affect it that much. Trey, you're up.
I'll just wait.
Yeah. So do I still get movement?
You didn't say you were going to move.
Sorry. Okay. Then that's because all I was going to do was turn to face her and then like maybe step 1 square down just so that I'm But I guess I can still
So if you're turning,
just
I don't mind if you move, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to grab you, Sona. Let's see.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 1. And you mean you're going to move to this square?
yeah, just
So
so
that's
that
4. So that you can do that without any penalty at all.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, he'll just to kind of score off against her a little bit.
Yeah. So
and
your
then
first
pull out his
action
lightsaber.
was to do that. Then you
Mhm.
pull out your lightsaber and
Yep.
put your whole thing away. She does her first thing of 1, 2, 3, 4, and she attacks you.
Okay.
So let's see. Lightsaber. So 11 to hit you. Are you going to try to dodge?
Either dodge or parry.
So you're going to try to, yeah, no, you can't dodge. So you have your lightsaber out.
Mhm.
So go ahead and give me a lightsaber roll. Well, actually, lightsaber roll.
Lightsaber roll.
In
Okay.
order to parry it. Nice. So you bring your
Nice.
lightsaber up and she slams hers down. She's like, "You will die, young apprentice." And you just easily hit the parry. I mean, you guys are so close in the numbers that it doesn't really affect anything. And you're sort of locked in combat. Melkor, you're up. You're going to
All right.
fire at this guy right here.
Yep. 14.
You only needed a 10, so you hit. Give me damage, and I'm going to roll strength.
19.
Ooh. Okay, so you stun it for its turn,
So
Nice.
and we're back at the top. So she's going to continue attacking Trey. This first droid is going to move 3. It can't move 2, so it's going to move up 1. This second droid is going to move up 1, and it's going to target Sanna as well. So these two are targeting the only one that's clearly in sight, which is Sanna. Not even clearly, but kind of in sight. So, Trey, what's your plan?
Just to essentially just parry and try to talk out of this. I don't think it's going to work, but he's doesn't want to try to fight her. He's mostly at this point just trying to make sure his friends are protected.
Right. All right, Sirix, what's your plan to continue going in there?
Yeah, I want to.
3, 6,
Can you-
9.
Is there like a crate in the middle of the floor that I just run up and grab my
Yeah, I mean,
gunner?
that'd be fine. It's going to take you probably until next turn to get it. So
I
not
was thinking-
this round, but the round after that.
Okay.
So you're going to move there for your turn. Sanna, what's your plan?
Trey dropped his blaster.
Yep.
Is it close enough that I can reach out and grab it?
No, right now it's 2, 4, 5 meters away from you. So like 15 feet.
Okay. Then I'll just keep shooting the assassin droid I've been shooting.
All right. Melkor, what's your plan?
Same. I'm just going to keep blasting that first droid.
Okay.
Sorry, if
Figured
I was
that
smarter, I would have
one's
handed
closer.
it off.
Okay, well, that's all fine. So let's start up. So Sirix has already moved. Sanna, you're going to fire off. It's going to fire back at you. So let's do competing rolls. Nice. You get your shot off first. The second one is going to do the same, firing off. Oh, wow. Exact same roll. 3 1s. That's awesome. So you got your shot off. So go ahead and give me some damage. 16. Its strength is 18. So it absorbs it. This second one, on the second segment, that shot goes off at a 12. It will not hit you. It sort of hits the outside side. Trey, you're up.
Perfect. So yeah, he's just mostly trying to defend against whatever she's doing.
All right, so let's do compete. Well, if you're not going to attack, then it's just her attacking.
Yeah.
So it's +1. So 18. So give me a lightsaber roll to dodge or parry, I mean.
13.
So she broke through your defenses. Well, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4. No. Well, hold on. Let me look at the book really quick just to make sure whether or not she.
No,
can-
you're good. And if
So-
anybody at home is wondering, this is why there's only like 3 species that get or 3 characters that get lightsabers.
Yeah, for sure.
For the GM sanity is what it's for.
For real. So she does not cut into you. You're effective to sort of parry the blow off with your dodge. So that's her turn. Now we're looking at Melkor.
All right. 14.
So 14 would hit. Let me roll his strength. Give me some damage. Oof, he rolled good strength.
Oh
Yeah,
my fucking God.
Completely
Right.
absorbed
Jesus
that shot.
Christ.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Those assassin droids don't even work. Such horseshit.
Smart ass. All right, so this next turn, if you're continuing, Sirix, you're going to be able to get your hands on your blaster at the end of your turn. Trey,
Nice.
what are you going to do?
He just looks at her and says, "We don't have to do this. Let my friends go.
Give in to
This
your
isn't the
hatred.
way.
You'll die.
This isn't the way of the Jedi."
The Jedi are extinct from the galaxy, fool. I gave you a chance, and you threw it in my face. Now you'll pay.
The Jedi aren't
So you're-
extinct as long as I'm still standing.
You're just going to be talking to her for your turn?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Talking to her and fighting lightsaber.
And defending?
Yeah, defending. It's 100% the fight from A Princess Bride, where they're at the top of the mountain, and he's like, as they're exchanging words and blows at the same time.
All right, Sanna.
Shoot the assassin droid.
Same guy. All right, Melkor.
Yep.
Same thing. I'm just going to keep going after that guy until he drops or the other one gets closer.
All right, so Sanna's up first. They're both just continuing to keep you sort of pinned down where you are by attacking, so go ahead and give me your attack roll. They're doing the same thing on the first segment.
Ugh. Well,
All right, so the first and second got off before. I assume you're going to dodge.
yes.
All right, give me your dodge roll. Nice.
14.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So both of them sort of hit the wall behind you and the wall right in front of you. Trey, she's going to attack you and you're going to defend, correct? So that's...
Because my blow doesn't hit them.
Oh, no, you get... So a 12, yes, a 12 does hit. So go ahead and... I'm sorry, thank you. Give me damage.
20.
Strength.
Damn it. Come on.
That's
What are
some
the
bullshit.
chances?
Come on.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
All right, so it just like diffuses against its armored chest. I'll deal with the next turn in a second. So Trey, she's attacking you. You're attacking her, or you're defending from her. So her roll is. Let me make sure. This sounds odd to me. I just need to make sure I'm getting this right with the attacking with a lightsaber here. Oh, where's the lightsaber, you turd? Oh, the lightsaber wielder uses the melee parry skill or sense skill, not lightsaber skill to dodge. That's why it seems like it's not working right. That makes sense. So it's your sense or your melee parry to dodge. So she attacks you as normal, as she has been doing anyway. So it's a total of 10. So she comes in at you. You move in with a 9 to dodge or to parry it, which is not enough. So the damage on these lightsabers is 5d plus control. So 8d. So I'll do a 6 and a 2. Woof. So 23, 34, 5, 35 damage. So I need you to roll your strength.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
So 25 damage is, let's see, your dodge roll was 9, so it's a 25, so that's more than 2 times over. So you are incapacitated and damaged here. Let's see. Oh, it shows you right on your character sheet what it does to you. But you'll have a -1, but right now you are...
Can I use my control skill to help take absorb some of that damage?
Well, let's see here. So control, you're going to have to do... Where's the force powers? So what power are you trying to use? For that? So you can control pain, but that doesn't absorb the damage. You can try to remain conscious. Is that's what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I guess
So the
that would be
difficulty
one
number
that
for
makes the
that
most
is
sense.
going to be a 10.
Or I was looking at actually absorb, dissipate energy. Or is that not something I can do against a lightsaber?
Let's see. So that's
It's the
under
last one above sense powers.
right.
That's
Infections, flus, sickness. Yeah, I mean, oh, I was looking at the wrong one.
absorb,
So
dissipate, energy.
blaster bolt. So you're gonna have to get a 15 plus the damage. So you would have to roll a 37.
Oh,
with your-
and there's no way I
yeah,
can.
it's just impossible. It's too high.
Even if you use your force.
So you're.
Then I guess I would just use it to try to stay conscious.
Oh yeah, you do have your force thing. With your force, with a double roll, would you think you could make that?
For control, I have 2d plus 1.
Nah, it
Four?
wouldn't be enough.
No.
So even if we double it, I can't. I can't roll high enough.
All right, so you are incapacitated, which just
Mhm.
means you're completely out of combat. Let's look at the chart here. Your character falls prone and is unconscious. You can't do anything until you're healed. So you're pretty much out of this combat, which frees her up for anyone else. All right, Melkor, you're up.
All right.
16 hits. It's going to roll strength to absorb your damage. Give me some damage.
Jesus
And
fucking
it just
Christ.
absorbs it.
Oh,
All right, so this next turn,
Jesus.
she is going to move up on Sanna. This droid is going to continue firing on its turn until she gets in melee combat with it, and it's going to move up a step. This second assassin droid is going to move up as well. It can't really see you very well, so it's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not going to attack. It's just going to move up closer so it can get a better angle on you. Let's see. That's going to do it for them. So Trey, what is out until healed? Sirix, you're going to do what now that you have your weapon?
Just run down this hallway.
Okay. Try not to move until I call you on
Oh,
your turn,
gotcha.
so we have that squared away. Sanna, what's your plan?
she's coming towards me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot her.
And then Sirix, what's your plan?
I'm
Oh wait,
moving.
duh, I already did that. I'm sorry. Melkor.
I'm gonna start blasting her too.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah, you see him cut down your friend.
yeah. So what's the difference if I was to pull out my holdout blaster and start dual wielding? That's a
So
minus
you're gonna
one,
have,
right?
You're gonna have a -1 for unholstering another weapon, and then a -2 for both of your attacks.
Okay.
So a total of -2 for everything, which would be a lot for a normal person.
Yeah. Because it would still be two separate attacks, right?
Right. And so each of them, like the first attack, you have a -1 for unholstering your weapon for that first segment. Then you fire, which is your second action, so it's a -2. And then you fire again. So actually that second attack would be a -3.
Okay. I'm gonna hold off on that. So I'm just gonna continue with just my single blaster.
Okay. Yeah, you guys haven't tried to fire on her yet, so it might go better than the assassin droids.
I fucking hope so.
Right.
All right, so Sirix, go ahead and do your run. Sanna, her turn. She's one. Her movement's first, so let's see which goes first, her movement or your blaster. Oh, where's her stupid little card here? So her dexterity is 3D. What's your blaster roll? Wow, she rolled pretty good on dex. Okay, so you get it off
19.
first. Let's see if you stop her. 19 does hit her. She's going to try to parry with her melee. Her melee parry is 5D. Whoa, yeah. So you see her just bat your blaster bolt out of the air as she steps toward you for the first segment. Now she's going to have a -1 to attack you, just due to the fact that she already acted. And that's going to mean it's lightsaber is 3D plus 1 instead of 4D. So it's 14. Are you going to try to dodge?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Oh, wait, I'm
twice.
sorry. You're in melee and you can't actually dodge. You can't parry a lightsaber, so you're not going to be able to dodge at all. The only way you can dodge
Okay.
is with a blaster. And you can't parry a lightsaber without another lightsaber. So
Okay.
give me a strength roll. She's going to roll damage. So it's 4,
9.
5, 6, 7 plus 1.
Shit.
So 18, 19, 21, 22, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 18, 14. So you had originally rolled... Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, you can't dodge. So 17 is from... Oh, fuck, my math here. Your strength roll was 9. 17 is not quite half. So you're wounded. So you'll have a -1 for the rest of the engagement. With a wound, you are knocked prone, and you can't do anything the rest of the round. Anytime you roll a skill or attribute dice, your code is reduced by 1. If you're wounded again, you're incapacitated like Trey. So, Melkor is up next.
Man.
And immediately
Escape pod.
reconsidering my decision.
So you fire at her. Go ahead and give me a attack roll.
Fuck, I got 14.
She's going to try to parry that with her lightsaber.
If she doesn't, she's an idiot.
Where the
Yeah.
hell is melee 5D? Oof. Yeah, she just blasts her out of the air. And she looks at all of you. This is your last chance to leave without your friend. I will put it down if you give him up. What say you?
I say you can go fuck yourself, lady.
Clutching my wound. It's not going to happen.
You're like, at least I still have my arm. All right.
coming.
What's your plan, Sirix?
I'm gonna
So 2,
run as
4,
far as I
6,
can
8,
to get.
10 is right here.
Oh shit, and that puts you in range of the back of the droids.
Running is your one action. You can fire at the end of your run if you want, but you're going to have to turn to do that, which you wouldn't be able to do if you ran straight to the 10. If you got to the 8,
I'm
you
set
could-
up for next round.
well, if you,
That's
I was going to say, if you
that's-
did the 8, you could angle to 9 and still target this guy as your
Okay,
second
that's
action. You just have to
Actually,
back up one
keeps me
square.
a line of sight for the other one. So yeah, that works.
All right. So you can stay there, but just know your first segment is to run. And
Yep,
then
yep.
attacking him is going to be your second segment, and you'll have a -1 because you ran. Sanna, what's your plan?
I'll take a shot with the -1.
Oh, I'm going to still just... I'm going to back up and then shoot her.
Where are you going to back up to?
Like, right...
Start running for it.
Like, can I fit right there?
There's a couple bumps. Can you ping it again? Yeah, you can go there. Just straight
Okay.
back.
Yeah, straight back and then shoot her again.
Her plan is obviously to move forward or actually trying to cut you down before you move because she doesn't know you're going to move. So she's going to try to attack you in melee. This assassin droid is going... it's going to lay down some... You're engaged in melee now, so it can't... they never moved up. I said they were going to move up. They're going to continue moving up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then turn to face you guys for 10. This one's going to move up to face you. This one's going to go 3, 6, 9, and stand in front of or on top of Trey's body and fire from there. That'll be his second attack. Because I already said Sirix is going to be able to get a shot off on him, even though he was supposed to be moved. I'm not going to take that away because that sort of stopped his turn. So we'll deal with the shot as it's going to move, and then I'm going to have him do his second move and then attack. So Sirix, you're first up, so go ahead and give me your shot. You're going to have to go against their dexterity. I'm trying to do this without screwing you guys over here.
+1. 15.
Do a 6. So you get off before he goes. So 15 hits. Give me a damage, and I got to roll their strength. What?
Oh, whoa. What happened?
Holy shit.
No. That's not right.
I don't think you have 84d6.
I'm not going to argue it.
I'm not going to argue it either. I like it. I like.
I'm
where
gonna
it's
argue
at.
it.
Let's go.
Right. What in the hell?
Just, I don't know what is going on with your. Let me look at your sheet.
Well, it's 7d6 on the medium repeating blaster.
Oh, don't put the 6 there. Just 7D.
Oh! Okay.
All right, try it again.
Kind of like the other 2 damage, but 31's still respectable.
All right, so its strength was 17, so it absorbs to, what is that, 14? Is that right? Math?
Mhm.
And then that's not
15.
quite twice, so it's wounded, so it goes prone. It's going to take its turn. Oh, actually, Sanna, you were knocked prone. And so were you, Melkor,
Oh.
right?
No, I
You were
wasn't.
hit the time. No, you weren't. Okay, so Sanna,
I
you were
wasn't.
knocked prone, so it's going to take your full move action just to stand up. So
Okay.
your first turn, and then if you're going to do anything else, like you're not going to be able to move because your whole move action is to just stand up.
I'll just stay prone and shoot at her from the floor.
Well, keep in mind that you don't get the benefit of prone when she's standing over you. So you can blast, and then your second move is to get up. Is that your plan? Because it's actually easier
Sure.
when she's like standing right on top of you, just to cut down on you.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll get up and shoot her then.
All right. Okay, so let me deal with this damage here. So he's wounded. It's not quite twice the damage from his strength roll. So he's gonna have a -1. Let me add like a little wounded thing. So he's got a -1. This then he moves. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then he was doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he was going to blast for the second segment at Sanna. While Sanna, it's your turn. So go ahead and your first segment is standing up. So it's going to take an attack at you as you stand up. And that one's not wounded. It hits. So are you going to try to dodge?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and give me a dodge roll.
13.
So a 13. So you dodge out of the way as it hits the ground where you were laying down, and you stand up. And the second segment, because it's your turn, was to blast at her, and she is going to attack you for the first segment. So you had a 13 of, well, you can't dodge the lightsaber, so she just see if she hits you. It's 40 plus 1 for attack. So 12 right in front of you hits you. And then roll me a strength. 7, 28. You had a 4, so 24. So yeah, oh god damn, that's terrible. You're out. Mortally wounded falls prone and is unconscious. You can't do anything until healed. Worse, at the end of each combat round, you must roll 2d. If your roll is less than the number of rounds since you were mortally wounded, you die.
Cool.
So if your roll is less than the number of rounds since you were wounded, so you have to get above a 1 this first turn on your next turn. Wow.
Perfect.
Or Melkor can spend his next turn to bandage you. Stop that.
I
from
mean,
happening.
that was going to be my plan anyways, was using my med pack on her before she got murdered.
Right, right.
If anyone at home is wondering why you've never heard this story before, it's because they all died and it never made the movies.
The outtakes.
Yeah. TPK. All right, so that was Sanna's turn. Now Trey is down. Melkor.
Yeah, so I'm using the med pack on her.
Well, so you've already said you were going to be shooting her, so you have to follow through with that.
Actually, I didn't say anything.
At the top of every round, I asked, and you said you're shooting.
That was the last round. I didn't say anything. It didn't get to me. My plan for this round was to, well, I mean, originally I was going to try to run to Trey, but then,
Okay,
with,
so we
zombies
can't
there.
have
But,
reactions. So if your initial reaction was to run to
Okay.
Trey, then go ahead and move up to Trey.
Okay, so oh wait, that's let's see. So we got 1, 2, 6, 7. And I get how many?
10. So 8.
10. Okay, so I can go straight on. Okay, so I got since up there, using the med pack on him.
So it's going to be a -1 die, and it's medical. You need to roll over a 10.
Okay, medical.
Medicine's under technical.
Oh, right there. Okay.
do
5. God
this.
damn it.
Ah!
I can't do this.
You're trying your best. It just didn't end up working. All right, so we're back at the top. Sirix, what's your plan?
I'm gonna run to here, turn, and fire.
So
Use a
3,
force point and fire on.
6, 9. The closest you can get is this square, which still gives you 1 move to turn facing west, or whatever direction that is, east. And you're going to fire on what with a force point?
I want to spend a force point and fire on her.
Sister Gortoy? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Sanna, I'm going to need you to roll your die to stabilize. Or not stabilize, but not
So,
die. And then,
2d6.
yeah, on your... Yeah, we can do it now. That's fine. It's impossible not to succeed on this first roll. Because it's 2d6, so the most you can get is 2. But the least you get is 2. So you're good. And then it's going to be Melkor. What's your plan? There's droids right on top of you. So this droid standing right over Trey is going to just unload on you. The one behind is going to unload on you because you're literally the only enemy they see.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast on the guy that's right on us. So
Okay.
that
Point blank
one that I can't ping.
That's fine. All right, so let's get this going. Sirix, go ahead and move.
Alright.
So force point doubles the roll. You can either just hit the button twice or just double whatever you roll initially.
Alright.
You just need a 10 to initially hit her. She does not know you're there, so she's not going to dodge.
Sorry, that was the wrong one.
So do you want to double it or do you want to roll again for the second half of it, for the force point?
Well, that was accidental. I hit the damage.
Oh,
It's just-
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I read it wrong. Go ahead.
There we go. And then just double it, 38.
Okay, so she doesn't see it. Let me roll strength on her, which is 3d. 8.
Does it double
so
damage?
11. Yeah, sure. So what is that? 30, 38? Oh, you're
Yeah.
doubling it. Okay, so that's 9,
Keep your-
10, so that's 40. 40 straight across. She rolled an 8 to absorb. So you drop her immediately from behind, just face plants.
Fuck yeah.
And immediately you see the assassin droids just sort of
Oh my god.
stand.
I'm going to blow the barrel.
So, Melkor, are you going to shoot it, the droid?
I mean, I'm still freaking the fuck out because it's right there. So yeah,
It's
even
all
though it
happened at
stopped.
once. So go ahead and
Yeah.
shoot.
So 12. And if
Point
it's,
blank, you hit.
Shoot the
Yeah, I mean, there's no way it
incapacitated
can
enemy.
13.
All right, so you knock it prone. So I'm going to put a little red for it being prone. Okay, so 2 people standing, 1 standing droid that looks like he's powered down. The other one's laying down. What's the deal? You guys going to go over and help Sanna because she's actively dying here?
Yeah.
I need someone to give me a roll, a D10 or above, and you have to use someone's med pack. And
Yeah,
since
I don't
he just
have
left,
one.
you're going to have to take hers.
Okay, so I'll steal hers. And what was I rolling again?
D10 on medical. I can roll his characters if you.
And you know that you guys would know that, or at least Melkor would know that
Perfect.
Trey's got a med pack on him as well.
Okay, so yeah, I rolled 12.
All right, so Sanna, your eyes sort of flitter open. You're hurting inside. You're feeling pain, but now
Am I
you're
still-
only wounded.
I was gonna say, am I incapacitated or am I wounded?
No, you're wounded now. It's just a -1 to any skill actions and stuff until you're fully healed.
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys are all alive, but you have a corpse of the royal family on your ship with 2 deactivated droids. What's
Is she dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking
Yeah.
popped her.
I mean.
Now
I
here's
need
the
to,
question.
It was red mist.
Where did you hit her? Can we still take her head to the rebels?
So that was my thought. I was just
What?
gonna say that we've got the body now, so let's take it to the rebels. And
Well, so he specifically
Wait,
asked for
wait,
the
wait,
head.
wait.
Did you
We
pop her
were-
in the head or
we-
did you pop her in
Wait,
the back?
wait. We came here to help with
Yeah,
negotiations.
yeah. No,
I mean,
She
plans
broke
change.
into our ship and attacked us.
Yeah. We're defending ourselves.
Is Trey awake yet?
Does someone heal him up at all?
Yeah, someone other than me, because I used my med pack and Sanna's med.
Wait, was Trey
med
wounded
pack.
or incapacitated?
Trey was
Incapacitated.
incapacitated.
Yeah,
Incapacitated.
someone has to heal you to get you wake up.
I got a 3D on my medicine.
If you're going to use it, just mark off a med pack and roll above a 10.
I'll use his med pack.
Oh, no!
All right, now go ahead and use your med pack. Because you're the only one with one left.
Yeah, I guess I'll burn my med pack.
That was brutal. Yeah, anytime you see someone pull out a lightsaber, I think it's force point time. For sure.
Yeah. Okay, and he's back.
So your eyes flutter open. There's a droid laying on top of you.
Get this.
What is this?
Somebody help me. It's heavy. Heavy.
I walk over and kick it off. I got you, boo.
So,
so Trey stands up.
there
and
should be
sees-
questions
oh,
at this
shit.
point, right?
Oh, Jesus, Trey, what did you do?
I didn't do. She hit me. I went down. Why is she? That is a giant hole in her chest.
Oh.
She spontaneously
Poor.
exploded. And that's the story that we're all going to stick to, if anybody asks.
I had a really tight grouping on that volley.
She's all, look, there's this holodrama called Alien. Has anyone else seen it?
Right.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yes.
Believe so.
Maybe.
When Xenomorph's gone bad.
Yeah.
All right. So, but before anything else, like, we're in agreement. We need to dismantle these droids. So if they somehow power back up, they're not murdering us, right?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, who's going to roll their mechanics? What is it?
I'll go and do it. I got a 3D2.
What are these other?
Wouldn't that be
rooms?
droid repair?
Oh, yeah, droid repair is the one for
What
technical.
are these
I'll
other
go for it.
rooms here on the
I
ship?
got a
storage
3D and
base.
droid repair.
Oh no. I can't even figure out how to get open.
Oh my god. We
I
all
also-
suck.
Can't. I'm wounded.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna
so
use
I'm, like, down
demolition.
to die.
That's a good excuse. I don't even have that one.
Damn it.
You guys can take time
I've done
to
it.
dismantle it, but you hear from outside your ship like, we're supposed to bring you back to the Royal Palace, calling from inside the hangar
Trey,
outside your ship.
He
we're
didn't hear
coming.
anything that just happened in here?
As far as you know, he just walked into the hangar bay.
Yeah, no, it's the ship's pretty well soundproofed. I mean, you're a pirate, for fuck's sake. Of course you're going to soundproof the
Yeah,
interior.
Can we
You have those
just
cone things on the wall.
Yeah.
Diffuse
Egg
sound.
cartons.
Yeah.
A bunch of egg cartons.
look? Let's just go and we'll lock the ship. And if he asks why we don't look right, we just tell him that something exploded on the ship. We'll get it fixed later. And let's go.
Yeah. Why do you
Can
guys
we-
have huge scars across your chest?
There was a malfunction here. Everything's
We're all fine
fine
now.
now.
Everything's
How are you?
We're all
everything's
fine now.
fine. Everything's
How are
fine.
you?
How are you?
Good plan. All right. So you lock up the ship.
Can we?
Well, quick.
Can we?
Can we go change first? That's what we initially
Yeah.
came on the ship
So-
to,
so Robert-
to do.
Just know
Robert has
that
an
he's
idea.
calling. So if
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone doesn't interface with him, he's probably going to come
What?
up on the ship.
What? One minute.
I'm not all scarred and stuff, so I'll step out and talk to him. Say, hey, man, give us just a second. Something happened on board, and there was an explosion. We're trying to get into our place. Like,
Is everything all right? Do you need me to call someone?
No, man. I think there's just something messed up with the wiring. We'll fix it when we get back. But yeah, they're just they're
Okay.
finishing up. We'll be out in a second.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Please try to hurry. We gotta go.
Yeah, man. We're good. We're good. We'll be there in a second.
I do have smuggling holes.
Let's just
Yeah.
stuff the bodies in there.
Can we just stuff the bodies in a smuggling hole for
Yes, you can.
right now?
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh,
great.
and then also, BD.
Just don't
where's-
forget
where's
about them
BD
because they're gonna smell.
16?
You see it like
Well, she's gonna
Pop its
smell,
head.
not the droids. BD
Well,
Just, like,
16.
vacuum sealer.
yeah. What do you want
Right.
to do?
All right, buddy. We need
Trey
to open
will,
up this hold right here, and we're gonna. Can you disable the assassin droids, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, it says it looks like someone tried to mess with them already and kind of stripped some of the bolts. But
Yeah,
yes, it
sorry.
can definitely
Sorry. I'm not at my best right now.
I almost died.
Okay.
So,
Trey quickly changes his
Good
shirt
job.
and deboards and goes and stands next to Melkor. Yeah, they're so slow at getting ready.
okay.
You know how he
Just-
wants to look fancy. I don't know.
Stuff the body
So-
in a.
Just keep in mind that you're both still wounded. Actually, no, because you got healed, Trey. So you were
I'm
stunned.
wounded.
Yeah, only you are wounded. So anything from here on out until you're healed again, you have a -1.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what about you, Sirix? Are you good?
I'm gonna change and stow my heavy repeating blaster, or my medium repeating blaster.
Okay. So you're just walking out with your regular pistol? Pistola?
Yep.
Would I have been able to pick up my my blaster and reholster it?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, yeah. I've got that.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys are walking out. You meet up with him. He
Bodies
takes-
are hidden. Holds are resealed. I've
We
changed
have-
his clothes
Dismantled
so
the
they're
other
not
droids.
bloody and seared.
Still smelling like burnt flesh.
Smells like pork. You're like, human flesh is much like a pig's. It smells delicious. You want
We have-
bacon?
You?
So you get into the airspeeder and he's just like, I'm in the mood for a BLT. Yeah,
BLT does sound good.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you guys zoom up to the house. You're met by the guard. He's like, they're waiting in one of their studies, so please follow me. You
Sure.
walk up into the study, and you see Mother... Oh, where's their damn names? I have them written down. Give me a second. So Mother Harrieth and Brother Loomis are sitting there with the main head of security, Jan Gantrin, who brought you into there. And Mother Harrieth, well... It appears you made it back alive. Wonderful news. What did you learn about these rebels?
It
So-
seems like you asked them, the Pikes, to leave after our dinner last month, and they never
Indeed.
did.
What do you mean?
They're down there inciting all
They're
kinds
behind
of
it.
evil things. Yeah.
They're behind this whole rebellion.
You're trying to tell me, Brother Loomis stands up, that the Pikes are behind the rebellion against our house?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
the
We
workers,
saw him.
the workers just want a little more share in the profits. If you boost that up, that'll take care of the whole problem with them, and then we can go about getting the Pikes off this planet.
How do you plan on getting the Pikes off the planet?
Well, we'll work on that.
Right now, there's
Kind of
only
what we're good at.
3 Pikes. We can take care of them, and then we would need to get back to...
What do you mean take care of? We cannot
We
have
will-
Pike blood on this planet.
No, we'll help them back to their ship and make sure that they leave atmosphere, and then we'll go back to the Alliance and get some people to come back here and help make sure they don't return.
We'll make it very incentivized for them.
I need to know specifics, because if you're going to act as a representative of the royal house in this matter, I need to know exactly what you're planning to say.
Well, a pistol in an orifice of some kind usually gets the job done.
That's
So
what I
that
was
actually
afraid of.
He's been drinking again. I think we
Unless
just,
you like that idea.
Mother
As your
Harriet,
representatives, what
yeah.
are you authorizing us to do?
Yeah. Let's
We
go.
haven't even asked you to do anything. You're just offering solutions. Look, now that we know
You
it's the
asked us to
Pikes,
quell the rebellion.
yes. And since you
Yeah, so
failed to
we're
do
telling you,
that,
I'm telling you, if you want to quell the rebellion, like if we go back and maybe they can deal with their own problem, and all the bloodshed's averted, and
we have
can-
diplomats that we can send to negotiate trade deals with our workers. You don't need to worry about planetary problems like that. I
I'm
was
telling
not
you,
under
you asked me to
quell
put
a
this
rebellion.
I'm telling you how
That
to
is
put this
quelling a rebellion.
So, you
Give 'em a
bring me
little
the
bit-
news that they need to talk and no bloodshed will be made, then I will send a diplomat to go speak with them. That is
Okay.
fine. Now, about this pike thing, I cannot imagine...
What?
What?
You had asked them to leave a month ago, and they haven't done so. Perhaps a show of force from the palace guard going down and reminding them that they are no longer welcome here would be enough to incentivize them to leave.
Yes, I believe that is a good decision that you're offering there. Let me see. Maybe if I talk to Sister Gertoy, she would have a better idea or some sort of reinforcement idea. Has anyone seen her? Trey, you seem to be getting on with her until recently.
We had a disagreement earlier today, and she told me to go.
I heard about you running out of the palace like a wild man.
Not sure wild's the right word, but we...
Crazed? Fevered?
Sure. I decided that it's time to help out with the rebellion and to not continue working with Sister Gertrude. So I'm not sure I'm the person that she wants to see in this instance.
Very well. Well, Jans, please send out someone to find Sister Gertrude. We need to sit here and wait and sort of talk with her about what movement we're going to make against the Pikes. I don't necessarily think any of you have anything to do with this anymore. Now that we understand what the workers want, we can handle the diplomacy side of things. And, well, the Pikes will learn that they cannot come on this planet and stir up uprising for no reason without some sort of consequence, and we will mete that out. I do not believe it is the Rebel Alliance's role.
I mean, if
Okay.
we're good,
We
then
will
we can kick
Get
rocks.
out of your hair and go back to the Alliance and tell them to get in contact with you if you need any reinforcements.
That's
Thank
That's
you
a
for your
wonderful
time.
idea.
exactly what I was just going to say.
Okay, well, I will wait excitedly to hear from your superiors in the Alliance's ranks, and thank you for at least working to figure out what this whole mess is about. Now that we know it's the Pikes, we will deal with them. You are dismissed.
Thank you. And Trey is like making he's making his fevered, crazed wild man run back out of
You just turn out and start running. Everyone else is like still getting up from their chair.
and so he's trying to normalize it. He's like, no, that's just how he is. It's fine.
It's just, you're looking like Macaulay
He's very
Culkin.
excitable.
All right. So yeah, they don't know anything about Sister Gertoy. They don't know anything about the assassin droids. They can handle the negotiations themselves. They don't need you for that.
Perfect.
So you did what they asked you to do. Now you're free to go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go dump
Let's
these
go
bodies.
take care
Let's
of
go.
Shrug.
Let's go.
Right, that's what that,
First
that
off,
was.
before we go back to the asteroid, let's just go to some random empty spot of space where we can jettison these bodies off my ship.
Preferably,
Or an alt.
preferably within
Oh.
Pike territory.
We could also just throw them in the reactor core and completely annihilate their existence. Like they never were there.
We have
So
reactor
nobody
cores?
finds them potentially.
I
Maybe we
say
can
we dump them in Pike space.
Or that.
Do you like that?
I don't know.
idea?
The only problem with dumping them in pike spaces, then we have to evade the pikes.
That's true.
That is
Let's
true.
just get the hell out of here. Let's figure out what to do with them once we are on the ship and out of atmosphere.
Yeah, you don't have any problems getting back to your ship, taking off,
Good.
getting in the upper atmosphere, going up into space. Where are you going to go? What's your plan from here?
I want to check for tracking, for any kind of
So
like
you
tracking.
scan the ship.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
see anything.
Okay.
It seems
During
very
all
clear
of
that
this-
that Gertrude dismissed all of the mechanics and officers in the hangar, and she was just trying to get even with Trey.
Okay.
Got it.
Didn't go
Would
too
the rest of you guys have told Trey about the issues now with Gersh and whatever else, and Tiri back on the asteroid?
Sure, we did.
Yeah, I guess we probably would have got up to speed because, I mean, hell, we haven't seen each other for over a month.
So yeah, saying Trey says like once we figure out what to do with them, referring to the bodies, like we need to go figure out what's going on, and if there's a spy within the rebellion, we need to take care of that as quick as
Well,
possible.
there is a spy.
Yeah, it's
There
not
is
an
a
if.
spy.
4 cheese.
That's a confirmed, and we know it's Gersh
Gersh 4 cheese.
because it was Shrug or Shrew or whatever was the code name.
Sanna's gonna go take a nap. 'Cause
Yeah, everybody should hit the refresher. Get
she
back
got hit
into-
with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Is there a balm that I can put on this gaping lightsaber wound?
Sure. Help it heal up. Yeah. You'll always
I'm
have a
assuming
light
it's
mark.
cauterized.
Oh yeah, you're not
just, you
openly
know.
bleeding or anything.
Yeah.
It's just healing that.
Yeah.
Is the
Savage.
Yeah,
only
and
way
we're
to
all,
heal to do a
we're all
med pack,
grabbing
or
one
is
of the
there other
spare
ways
med
to
packs
No,
heal?
right
every
now,
day
right?
you can roll to heal, but you're it's going to be 15 days before you get to the
Yeah.
asteroids, so you'll be able to heal in time.
Well, probably a little before that, because we'd want to get out of, or a little longer, because we'd want to get out of hyperspace, dump the bodies, or whatever we're doing. What are we doing? What did we decide? Reactor core the bodies.
I mean, that's what I'd do. Just completely vaporize them. Then there's no potential that anybody's going to find them ever. I mean,
think it's
dumping them in
also-
space is pretty funny, especially if we're to jettison them in hyperspace. Because, for all we know, as soon as they actually leave hyperspace, they smash right into a planet and just obliviate them as well as the planet.
Just burn up
Which-
the atmosphere.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. So before anything, I'm grabbing one of the spare mad packs that's hanging in the corridor. Just FYI.
Okay.
Resupply.
Yeah.
I think
Trey
we
will
should
also-
all grab one of the spare mad
Everybody
packs.
grab a med pack.
Yeah, everybody's grabbed one.
Everyone grabs the same one.
Yeah, there's just one.
Rock, paper, scissors,
Rock,
shoot.
paper, scissors. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are rested up, you jump out of hyperspace, or actually in hyperspace, you can just jettison her if you want.
Can we sell the droids?
I think that'd be kind of too risky, especially because they're royal guards. Like, they wouldn't be that hard to track.
It's a planet that
Yeah.
nobody really has been to. If
Allegedly.
you really think that a criminal organization that we sell these to are
Is
going
the
to
risk worth the reward?
No.
Yeah, that's a lot
Trey,
of credits.
Trey
right
wants
there.
to get rid of him.
We could probably upgrade the ship or pay at least put a dent in the debt that Sanna owes. No,
You're not wrong.
That's your call then, Sanna.
we could probably
I
find
mean-
Jawas on Tatooine. They don't
We
ask
can
questions.
probably strip the identifying stuff off of them. Just do a hard reset.
Factory
Yeah, but then they
The
become
identifying
evil.
things.
protocols and
Doing something like that would be very, very challenging. Reprogramming droids. Is anyone skilled in that?
oh,
Yeah.
we got 3.
I'm not.
How many dice? do you
And I
have?
have my own droid that could help.
Yeah,
Reprogramming droids is kind of a specialty amongst droids. Your droid can help you with your ship and stuff, but it's not really primed for reprogramming.
what about just wipe the system and reload like a factory set to it?
Because you guys aren't skilled in that, you don't know how to do that. I mean, it'd be like handing anything to you that you don't know anything about and asking you to do something very complex with it. You just don't know how to do it, or that it's even possible. It is pretty risky because there are, trackable codes on droid programming bits and pieces. If it's something that you want to do, you do have a contact on a mood.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
we could cut her in on it. We'll give
I
her
mean,
20% of the
It'd
total.
more be like handing it to her and asking her to give you a cut on it because she would be the
Mhm.
one
Yeah.
fencing it.
Yeah. I mean, if
But
you're not
again,
wanting to jettison them,
It is a
that's
bit of
going
a
to be
risk
the
because
best.
it could
I
then
mean,
go back to
it's-
her.
We need money. I've got 50 credits.
You guys are
Yeah.
part of a rebel alliance.
They don't pay very well, apparently.
Trey will.
I mean, what's the point of being a rebel if you can't deal in underworld trades and you got
Fighting the Empire is your point. Not dealing with the underworld.
Yeah, but I mean, how else are we going to root? How else are we going to get that? You think all the rebellion went all ups, they violated accords. That's Star Wars conventions, the Coruscant conventions.
Ah, yes, the Coruscant conventions.
Yeah.
So just let me know what you guys want to do.
I think
Well-
Trey doesn't care about the droids. He just is ready to get back.
Well, Sanna's the
Yeah.
captain, so ultimately everything that has to do with the ship and stuff and where
I mean,
we're going,
definitely
that's all on her.
body. We want to let's incinerate that. I don't want that evidence is bad for everybody all around.
Yeah, I think all the evidence is bad for everyone all around. I think the risk of to the rebellion is too much if these droids get out somewhere. So let's just
Droids, that's not a hard one to explain. That wouldn't be like crazy. We could go sell them to Jawas. We won't get as much, but there won't be any questions asked.
making a stop at Tatooine.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure out a way to divert, and we can pay down some of your debt.
Think about the time frame you guys are dealing
Yeah,
with
it's like
here.
it's already
Yeah.
15 days just to the asteroid,
Yeah.
and that's,
Well,
do we have a map of the system?
Well, I mean, we could keep the droids and just
we
have
don't
them
have to do it right
deactivated.
this moment. I'm just saying.
Have them.
Well, the droids are in pieces at this moment.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
Okay,
then-
yeah, well, then we're fine. Their droids can just chill in the storage compartments then until
Yeah.
we decide.
We don't have to worry about them
So
right
you
now.
incinerate her body.
Yep.
Okay.
Hide the
I-
droid
I
pieces.
think Trey would have tried to do his best, not knowing how much he actually would have ever seen of it, like to something akin to Jedi funeral rites for her. Even though she had chosen a different path, like I think he still would have tried to do whatever those are, and before we send her off to incinerate her.
Okay. All right. So you guys are then
To the
go
asteroid.
back to the asteroid. Okay. So it's about 16, 17 days total of traveling, stopping, dealing with that, and you head back to the asteroid. You're sort of hailed as soon as you get within docking range, and you hear Tyree saying, "I'm sorry, we're locked down at the moment. I have a commander coming to watch, to talk to Geary. Jax Volthus is on his way. As you guys had asked me to reach out, he clearly thinks there's a problem here, so he's coming. I'm not allowed to let anyone on the ship at all right now.
Whose
on the
orders?
asteroid. By Jax's orders.
Well, we're coming here to involved in this. We've got information. That's fine. I need to talk to him anyways. Can we just port and refuel and resupply and hang
You
out
can
for
set
a bit?
yourself up in orbit around this asteroid, but you can't come in the base itself. This is on orders. Look, I would let you in, but my superior doesn't want anyone to come in until he assesses the situation personally. I hope you understand.
Where's Four Cheese?
I believe he's sleeping at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
just hang out in orbit for a couple hours. He should be here soon, and everything should be fine.
All right.
All right.
So you guys are just sitting there like, oh, come on, just waiting. A couple more hours. You've been on the ship for 15 days. Not to mention the whole going back and forth already. You're probably itching to get off the damn ship for a while again.
Yeah.
And as you're sitting, you don't see any ship coming at all. And then all of a sudden the ship is hailed really quickly. And you just hear Tyrion's voice cutting in. What? Oh, help! No, stop! Nope! And then it stops again. Cuts off.
All right.
All right, kids, let's blast
Well,
our way
let's
in.
land.
Yep. I'm getting my heavy
Oh, goody.
medium repeating blaster again.
Jeez. All right. So you guys know nothing, and you're immediately like, I'm going to kill everyone.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Well, I know that Tyree was
Well, I'll hail down
on
again.
the inside there. If he's going
See if
down,
we can get.
it's got to him.
Yeah. See if we can get. I already forgot his name.
Tiri.
Treble.
Ty-
Tiri.
Tiri.
Tyree.
Tiri.
Loomis.
See if we can get Tiri. You there? Hello.
As you're calling out, sort of waiting, You hear the Twi'lek's voice come on. Hello, what is the problem?
Hey, where's Tiri? We were talking to him.
That was a couple hours ago. He went back to sleep. We take
No,
shifts.
That was right now.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a couple hours ago. You should probably check your clock. Anyway,
Gaslighting me?
we have to wait, until Jax gets here, so you cannot come aboard. You understand?
I mean, we're already aboard home, so.
Well, you
Yeah,
couldn't
we're
have
gonna-
entered without the shield being lifted.
Oh, okay, never mind. I really got to use the bathroom, dude. Let us in, please.
The refresher's full, dude. It's been 15 days and we just had some Taco Bell. Space Taco Bell. It's worse. He's like, I got to kind of handle this here. Apparently there's a problem with some sort of, traitor. I think it's Tiri. We're waiting for Jax to figure this out.
Yeah, can we talk to can we talk to Tiri?
Oh, like I said, he's sleeping. So,
Just go wake him up.
Go wake him up.
no, you can just hang out and wait. Thank you. Goodbye.
Why you acting so sketchy, Holmes?
He doesn't
Would we
respond.
know? Is there any other way to get on here without having them open up like the shield so that we could
Sirix could, yeah.
dock?
He would have to get in a outer atmosphere suit and get to the actual shield entrance and disable
Okay.
it from the outside or something.
I have a spacesuit.
Space man. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll jetpack down or however I'm getting to the doorway to lower the shield.
So I'm gonna need you to roll security.
Do you have a jetpack?
No, you
Oh.
don't have a jetpack.
No, but we can push him really, really hard.
Well, depending on which version of
He
the cannon
evaporates
you
in the
want,
shield.
you can just use the force to fly through space.
That's
But he's
okay.
not a force.
I already know the other character I want to play. I'll come back for vengeance.
All right, so you put on your outer atmosphere suit. You're just sort of floating in space. You push off of the ship as it's. I assume you guys, sort of line it up. So he just has to push
Yeah.
off one and go toward the other and stop himself. I just need a security roll, please.
I got 10.
Yeah, you're working on it. It's just not. You thought you could do a lot better, and it's just not seeming to work on for you.
Let me know when I can try again.
You would need to have someone else try because you tried it. It didn't work. So.
I can't have any of them shoot ideas to give
Oh
them.
yeah, I do.
Well,
We've
you
got
might be able
comlinks,
to
so-
guide someone else in trying, but your efforts and the way you thought you could do it just didn't work. So, does someone else want to give it a shot? Does anyone else want to put on a
mean, I
space
got-
suit?
I just got 3D, so I don't know how well
Dude.
I'm gonna go.
That's all I got.
Yeah, my
Oh.
security is not great.
Do we know how to get a hold of? We don't have another way to get a hold of this other rebel leader, the Jax guy, right?
The only one
Well,
that's ever talked to him before is Sirix, and he doesn't actually operate on this base at all. So,
Well, plus
What about-
if he's on his way, it's not like we can
What about
communicate
Dio?
through.
Can we somehow get in touch with Dio?
tell me how you do that.
Do we have a?
Did we have a com? Because I think Dio had
we
a
have a
link that
comm
he was
link.
using to talk to us in the first mission.
The ship would have long range
Right.
communications anyway, so.
So do we have a Can we just send him a comm, like a private channel?
Yeah. So, what are you going to say to him?
Are we discussing this beforehand, or is Sanna just doing it?
You tell me.
I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of Dio.
Yeah, see if he knows if Tiri's okay. If you talk to him about Tiri, maybe he'll be more willing to help us. Tell him that
Yeah.
Tiri wanted us to come here.
So, all right. Hey, Dio.
It's like static quiet for a minute, and then all of a sudden, just like, just like as if it's trying to be quiet.
Is Tiri with you?
Like No, he's away. He's locked up.
He's locked up. Okay. Is Forcheese nearby?
No, I've moved away into a closet.
Okay. Is there a way you can help us get on the base? Can you shut down the shields for us so that we can come in?
You got it. Stand by.
Nice.
He says, and then he just goes
Awesome.
static quiet.
How do we get Sirix back on?
Yeah, I was
the
going to
ship?
ask Sirix, are you going to sit outside? What's your plan?
Well, I mean, how close am I? Where am I at?
You can try to push your way back.
Would be,
It can be a
I
DC
cannot get this
35 dexterity.
I was to say.
Open space.
There it is. I was gonna say, I think we
mean-
still have rope technically from a previous mission. Is there
We
any way?
literally have a Jedi on board. Jedi, you can't use the Force to
he's
make
not
Oh my
sure.
god!
sure.
How many times are we gonna talk about this? Like, I can kind of see stuff now, but it's not great.
What's he got, like 2 dice?
Yeah, it's not good.
He's still
You don't want to
learning.
know.
Still learning.
I'm just a little Jedi. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Is there an access vent that I could just sneak into and like?
No, but you can get
That's-
back on the ship if you want and wait for the shield to be dropped.
Okay, I'll just do that.
Yeah, well, I'll just message you. Hey, Sirix, we found another way in. Come on back.
Okay.
So you get back on the ship. You guys are waiting 5 full minutes, 10 full minutes. You're like, there's no way he's going to actually end up doing this right. Like, it's impossible. He would have done it by now. And then immediately you see the power signature drop down on the front of the bay itself.
This is why it's good to be polite to droids.
Yeah.
Right.
Droids will save your life. All right. So you
All right.
flying your ship inside?
Fly in. Yep.
Okay. Move this to the GM layer. All right, so you guys fly in. It's an empty bay. You actually see, let me grab Dio. Come on. Layer, token layer. Tokens. Dio, get over here.
Hey.
So he's moving from an access panel here and just zzz, moves up. Like unloading
whoa,
just
slow
tons
down,
of
slow
information
down.
about how Forcheese knocked out Thierry and put him, locked him in a room, and how he was afraid and he didn't think, he thought he was going to be deactivated. He was afraid of that restraining bolt being put on him, so he hid in a
No.
closet.
You did a good thing. You did a good thing. Where's everybody else?
Everyone seems to have been sent off base on different missions. Right now, it's a skeleton crew, and only Forcheese is operating the base.
Where
Okay.
is?
Where's
Yeah,
you
where's
don't
Thierry?
speak droid. You don't speak droid.
Okay, fine. I was assuming you were gonna
Shut your
translate for
mouth.
us. We're all just sitting here. She's like talking to her like.
Yeah, she's all 100100.
What's she saying? I don't know. All right, no,
Yeah.
we'll sit here and be quiet.
It's
You have
one
your
step
moments,
with
Sanna.
slapping his hand.
Go on with your moment. So what are you asking?
All right, where did they put? Show us where Tyree is. Take us to Tyree.
Turns out it's a zzz, zzz, moving across.
All right. I'm gonna unholster my blaster while we're doing this,
Yeah, I've
just
got
so
my-
it's at the ready. And follow the droid.
I'm gonna have both blasters out.
Okay.
I think Trey he's assembled his lightsaber and now it's just hanging from his belt, so I don't have to spend an action to put it together just to draw it.
Okay.
He's just walking by.
So you guys go to the blast doors. The R2 droid tells you that the door's been locked and he can't bypass the security. You have to be in the console, the command center room to get through it.
Okay.
Does anyone know how to hack it?
I can roll my 3 die.
What would we use for hacking? Computer program?
Program.
Yeah, I think that would work.
I have a
You could also
2D.
try security. I mean, one of the two.
Everybody take their turn. On.
Yeah, I suck with all of them, so I'm not gonna be any help.
Nope. Are we able to talk to
All right.
Tyree through the door?
Hey.
Like, are there
You haven't
bars?
tried. It's closed doors.
Okay,
But 14
Terry.
do it?
Terry.
Nothing.
You sure he's in there?
Would 14 break the panel?
14, no.
Okay.
Wait, are you trying to break it or are you trying to security bypass
I don't
it?
know.
Well, with the
Bypass.
programming repair, you
Bypass.
would try to bypass it. No, you weren't successful with that.
All right.
Guess to the control room then.
Yeah. Maybe we'll.
How-
Maybe
how
she's in
does-
there.
How does like sneaking around work in this game?
Sneak.
Is there a sneak? Is there? Well,
There
is
is.
there?
There is. I've got.
There's a
I've
sneak,
only.
okay.
I've got 3 die on that one also. Oh.
So I've got a 4D on sneak.
Has anyone
So-
seen Melkor's picture?
Yeah, you're welcome. I just I changed that.
You
Thought
should
you
click
guys
on
would appreciate
Melkor's
that.
character sheet. And just
Yep.
look at his bio info.
Yeah, I updated my officer picture.
Gold is what
Hey,
that
you
is.
said that only I got that picture. What the hell?
Gold.
Um,
God damn.
Can I just say when I sent Cricket my my approval pictures, that was the first one I sent to her.
Oh my
I just got a
gosh.
text saying no. Didn't even email me back. She just straight up texted me. It was like no.
Are
I think-
fabulous.
I think Trey would say, maybe I can sneak around to the command center and unlock it from there.
Do you know how to unlock things in the command center?
I don't know. I don't know what skill that would be. I have a 2D and all my technical stuff, but I have a 4D
But he has a lot of confidence.
in sneak. I have a 4D in sneak. I can use the force, guys. Come on.
You just told us you can't use the force.
It depends on the day.
Not the way that you wanted to use it.
Yeah.
So the only one that knows the layout of this base really well is Sirix.
Is
You guys have
Sirix.
never actually stayed here very long. The droid
Yeah.
Dio also knows the layout too, so it can direct you to the
To the command.
command center, which is
All
right
right.
up here.
So, I mean, Dio said there's basically nobody here, right? Like,
Yeah.
do we really have to sneak?
Well,
Okay.
and we're rebels. Like, it's not like we're going to be out of place on a rebel base.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we could just walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trey's just like once again defeated, and he's like, okay,
fine, I
whatever.
give up. My
Yep.
ideas suck. Apparently.
I'm the angsty teenager of the group yet.
I thought you were like 25.
Yeah, but I think I'm the youngest out of everybody, and you guys all treat me
Well,
like.
he's also a Jedi. And they're really stunted.
That's true.
Super.
He's an immature. He's still a youngling when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
He's emotional.
All right,
I'm a-
Sirix,
I'm a
lead
Gen
the way
Alpha
to the control center.
20-year-old.
I mean, he's already up here.
I didn't see that. Sorry.
Dio is staying down where he was at the door.
That's fine.
We need him to.
I mean, you can open the doors and stuff.
All right.
It's a little wall panel.
As soon as everybody's up here and we're ready to roll into the room.
Just waiting on Melkor. Take your time.
Always waiting on him.
Okay, you're all up there.
I was trying to get through the damn door. I thought I could pick the lock. Turns out there's no lock. And I don't got anything to pick it with.
Good job.
All right, so you guys are at that door. What do you do?
Is it unlocked? Is it open?
Yeah, you hit the button, it opens.
Okay.
As soon as you do that, you see up these set of stairs right in front of you, Gersh sort of standing at the console, like with his head in his hands, and he's sort of startled by the door opening and looks at you guys, and he sort of like backs up like, oh, you know, just sort of like kind of freaking out.
Gersh, what's happening, man?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You don't understand. It was not a choice of mine. I had you. They have my family. I didn't mean to do this. I thought we could get rid of you. You're lower people. I didn't want to turn against the entire rebel alliance. I'd have no power in this situation. You must understand.
Well, can you
Give me
start
a
from the
reason to
beginning?
use
Who
this.
has your family? What?
Yeah, why don't you tell us what's going on there, champ?
My family was picked up by the ISB. They use them as leverage. They have them in a detention cell, and I had to give information. I figured just low-level stuff would be okay. I never thought it would hurt anyone, and certainly not the Alliance as a whole. It's like hands are. Please don't kill me. They have my family.
I think Trey turns to Melkor and is like, this would be a lot easier. People just would tell us what the hell is going on. And
Right.
just
My family would be murdered if I told
Well,
anyone.
tell you what, Kirsch. Why don't we start with this? Why don't you release Homeboy, and let's all sit down and talk about this reasonably.
He just sort of, yes, I suppose that is the best option. He hits the pad on the console itself, and you hear just a little sound in the distance.
All right, thank you. Now
You
let's
must
start from the top.
understand, my alliance is with the rebels. It always has been. But that bastard ISB agent, Officer Baresi, threatens their lives. What am I supposed to do?
Where are they being held? Do you know?
I've been searching this entire time. I believe it is a detention center on Corellia.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, not
Or-
Corellia. Yeah, Corellia.
sure, why not?
I haven't
What's
been
the
there.
first
Melkor?
planet that popped into the GM's head? Corellia, yeah, Corellia. That's
Nope,
it.
it is Corellia.
Okay.
Melkor, you're former Imperial. How can we get in there?
You know
No.
that there's little detention centers all around the galaxy.
The thing is, it's gonna be dead center of a compound. I don't know how the hell we'd get in.
Well, how much just to buy our way in?
So we'd have to buy our way in to the system, buy our way onto the planet, and then somehow buy our way into just that sector of town. And dude, I got 30 credits to my name. You said you
Well,
got
I
what,
start-
50?
I start looking to see how much
we're
like,
not getting shit.
these.
Okay, hold
essentials
on.
go for on the open market.
Maybe
I mean, there's no way to look that
I
up.
can get
You'd
us
have
on
to-
Corellia.
Okay. Go on.
Where, Adam? I know I have to pick up a shipment for the pikes. Do I know where I'm supposed to pick it up and drop it off?
You have not contacted them on that yet.
Okay.
There is a
Do I have-
wild
would I-
coincidence, however, with that.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Would I know anybody in the underbelly of Corellia?
Well, it's a Imperial-controlled city. There's nothing really in your backstory that would lead that. You
Okay.
might, I mean, you would have to do some real fast talking with the Pikes in order to get them to help you after everything you've done to work against them.
I mean,
And
I
they
don't
would
really
be able
need
to.
them to help me.
Well, my point
but,
is they would be able to give you inside information about the underbelly of Corellia.
I do
outside of
have a
that-
job I have to do for them, and
Yeah.
if that job just coincidentally happens to put me on Corellia,
I think Trey looks at Melkor and he's like, "Don't shoot anybody," and then he's gonna go see if Tyree is conscious in his cell.
As you walk
Well,
away, Gersh steps down the steps. Would you really help me? Would you truly help my family?
It would have been a lot easier to do so if you would have been honest up front.
How are you
but-
doing that if you're not in here?
Yeah. Oh, am I already gone? Okay.
Yeah, you just said you were leaving.
I just said you were leaving.
Yeah, but the
He's
problem is,
speaking
Look,
through the
man,
floor.
here's the thing. You fucked us. You fucked us bad. But your
I
family
did.
didn't. We're going to see if we can do what we can to get them out. But thing is, this gets my membership, right? I'm off the whole fucking shit list of, he can't be a part of the rebellion.
You have already, as far as I understand, proven yourself with Jack 4.
All right. Good. Yeah, man,
Um,
we'll get your family. I swear to God, if you pull any stupid shit, I'm going to fucking blaster in each end and just pump until my packs are dead.
He like goes to like move his hands around you and hug you, and then like he's just like awkwardly, I really do appreciate this. I really appreciate this. He's like sort of starts breaking down, falls down the stairs going down, just sitting down, just starts like openly weeping. He's like, you have no idea the stress I have been under with all of this nonsense. And you guys hear another ship coming in, going right over yours and landing right on the other side of it.
Cool. Hey Melkor, how integrated is all the stuff in the Empire? Like, if you just show up as a officer,
Oh, I'm dead.
are they gonna know? Okay.
They'll kill me.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. They have every aspect of me because I was an officer. My retina scans, dental scans, x-ray scans, fart scans. Like, I show up
Fart
under their
scans are the
radar
worst.
at all. Fart scans are the worst, man. That's what always gets me. Like, I show up under their radar at all, I'm dead, and everybody around me is dead.
All right.
So Thierry, you were headed, or Trey, I mean, you were headed down to Thierry, and the door is open, and R2 is already in there talking, like sort of like nudging Thierry, who is just out cold. You feel a heartbeat. He's just out. Like, he's clearly got like a goose egg on his head, like he was hit from behind or something.
Okay.
You sort of like shaking him to wake him up, and you can, his breathing is starting to like quicken. He's just like, eyes are fluttering, and you see a Bothan standing behind you, just walked up from the hangar bay area. What is going on here?
A lot, actually. You are?
My name is Jax Voltas. Who are you?
My name is Trey, and we have a lot to talk about. Let's grab Tyree here and head back over to the command center.
He like moves down and grabs one arm. He's like, what happened to him?
I think Ford Cheese hit him in the head.
Why would that? Never mind.
Again, there's a lot to talk about. Let's get everybody in the same room together.
All right. So they bring up Thierry, who's like slowly coming to. As soon as his eyes like start refocusing again, and he sees Gersh, he like lunges at him and immediately falls over everyone else because he doesn't really have his feet underneath him yet.
Trey will pick
You
him back
son
up.
of a bitch! Why'd you hit me in the head? What the hell? I'm sorry. I had no choice in any of this. You all must understand.
They have his family.
Jax is just like, I don't get this. What is happening here? How did the ISB get your family? And he explains everything he said to you. The ISB picked him up on an off-world vacation, has been using him as leverage to sell out information. He's been trying to sell the most worthless information, new entrants, individuals out, which is how the ISB found out about you guys being picked up by Thierry. Thierry just happened to be the one that got sort of sacrificed initially, and the same with Sirix being associated with the rest of you who the ISB had been following. So that's how the ISB was able to find out where you were all these times, and that's Gersh has been doing it out of just basically threats to his family. And now that Jax has everything under control, like understands everything, he's like, you are officially decommissioned. I hope you understand you can never be trusted with the Alliance intel again. And Fortune's just like, I understand. I do.
Maybe we could keep him in play and just feed false information to the Empire. Use it against them because they think they've got him in their pocket. And until we get his family, it just kind of... His family will be safe so long as he keeps feeding them the information, but we can control what we feed him.
Very interesting.
Until we get his family, and then he can be decommissioned from the Alliance however we do that.
Sirix, I like the way you think. This is a good idea. Okay. So what's the plan?
So his family's being held on a prison in Corellia, correct?
Let me get in contact with some people that I know, and maybe I can get us on Corellia and in contact with some underground organizations that could help us.
I am wary getting into bed with criminals. Do you have a good relationship with these people?
I have a
Fine,
relationship
good.
with these
It's a
people.
relationship.
As Melkor laughs, you see Trey's like, "Hey, shh, quiet."
If you can tell me that you trust this group to give you correct intel and it won't come back to the Rebel Alliance, then I think it's a good idea.
I can trust them to want money and want me to do the favors or to move the shipment that I'm in debt with.
You're in debt to a criminal enterprise?
They're not gonna do anything to endanger their bottom line. That's what I can trust.
Okay. I am taking command of this asteroid. Tiri, you will still be my second. I need you to put Forcheese in the detention cell. Forcheese, you will stay there until we get information for you to pass on to the ISB. Siri, I need you to contact your organization. Let's find out if we can get that shipment and if there's any way you can get to what is it? Corellia. How does that sound? I didn't get that. Shut up, Siri.
God,
Sanna
even
is
in
what I meant, not
space-
Siri.
Even in space, you can't get away from her.
So, does that sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Good enough as any.
Sounds like
We'll
a
have to
better
figure out
plan
some
than we've
costumes.
had at anything else that we've done.
So this is the
That's
first time.
suspiciously good.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time you guys have the upper hand on the ISB that's been chasing you. You can now
Yeah.
divert attention. So if you guys need to go to Corellia, then maybe you can feed information about it being somewhere else. And
Yeah.
that might open up a hole for you guys. Okay. Well, I think
Perfect.
this is a good time to stop and we'll think about how we want to navigate this plan between now and the next session, whenever that will be. And yeah, I think you guys did a great job. Thanks for playing.
Hell yeah! Cheers.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, for everyone watching, we appreciate you guys turning in and checking this out. If you happen to check in while it's live, say hi. We won't be able to chat with you because we're obviously playing the game. If you check after the fact, leave a comment. Let us know about what you would have done in any of these situations. And if I'm way too ham-fisted with directions on where to go and stuff, as I fear I am. But we appreciate you guys watching and, of course, the players for making this such a wonderful game. You can now join the Infernal Brotherhood, of course, by becoming a member of this YouTube channel or picking up some of the apparel. Just follow links in the description below. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking nerfers, may the Force be with you.
What the hell's an aluminum falcon?
Isn't it a bird?